3 games into his tenure, Joe Girardi too sick to manage, upper respiratory infection. Rob Thompson takes it. That's not Robbie Thompson, the former Giants second baseman. Different Thompson. Ian Kennedy on a Friday night, making just his 4th career Major League start. He looked like Ted Kennedy on a Friday night in this one. That didn't go real well. Top of the 3rd, Rays up, bases loaded. That was Sean Riggins. He doubled, cleared the bases. 5-0. Yankees start to come back in this one and made it a ball game. 6-4 top 8. Look at that laser from Cliff. That's a home run in the hallway off LaTroy Hawkins. It's 7-4. And Rob Thompson takes out Hawkins. Kyle Farnsworth, nice do, comes in. Carlos Pena unloads. Remember, he had 46 last year. That's an upper deck crank. 2nd this year. And the Rays win 13-4.
Highest payroll in the AL behind the Yankees. Rays swinging to take 2 straight at the stadium against Andy Pettitte and friends. Top 2, Johnny Gomes steps in, lifts one to right. Now check out the ball. It bounces off the top of the wall. Gomes thinks it's a long ball, but it's just a single. He had 17 jacks last season. He's got a pretty good sense of what a home run is, but Derek Jeter tags Gomes out between 1st and 2nd, Rays up 2-1 after 3. Top 5 with 2 aboard, no doubt about this. Obvious rapport between bat and ball for Gomes into the left field seats. Edwin Jackson, 6 strong, 104 Ks. Rays win 6-3.
Yankee Stadium, Joe Girardi back after calling out sick the last 2 games. Upper respiratory infection. This will do nothing to make him feel better. Bottom 1, Derek Jeter off Tampa Bay's James Shields. BJ up in the diving catch. Jeter 5 for 23 to start the season. How many times do we show a guy making a great grab and then grounding out to 3rd?
When we edit it that way.
Thank you. Alex Rodriguez, the snag, the spin, the throw. Chin-Ming Wong, 6 innings, 4 hits, nothing earned, 6 Ks. Bottom 4, bartender, Saki. Hideki Matsui, 2-run shot, his 2nd of the season. He had 3 hits, the Yankees up 2. Top 7, Jabba Chamberlain replaces Wong with runners on the corners. He whiffed Willie Ibar on 3 pitches and gets Sean Riggins. Backhand by Robinson Cano. Double up Eric Hinsky. Chamberlain looked good. Rivera gets the save, and the Yankees win 2-0.
But the Rays and the Yankees wrapping up a 4-game set. Bottom 1 was scoreless with a runner on 1st. Derek Jeter steps in, the captain. A grounder to 3rd. Rays get the out at 2nd. Jeter beats the throw to 1st. Your next batter, Bobby Abreu. Jason Hamill has to turn and watch it fly. It's Abreu's 1st homer of the season. He was 3 for 3, drove into Yankees up 2-0. Before the top of the 3rd, though, Jeter left the game. Take a look at a replay of his first AB. He swings and winces, appears to be running gingerly. He's got a left groin strain. Mike Mussina earning career win number 251. Yankees win 6-1. Here's in the Rays, Richie Sexton and company looking to put the brakes on an ugly 4-game skid. Top 6, Mariners down a run, but they're loaded for Sexy, and he comes through. A single to right. Ichiro and Jose Lopez come on home. Sexton 2 for 4, drove in 3. Mariners take a 6-5 lead in support of Eric Bedard. Bottom 7, B.J. Upton, line drive down the right field line. He's going to go for a triple, and 3rd base umpire Hunter Wendelstedt is going to call him out. Upton, Joe Madden, both unhappy with the call. Upton not only was probably safe, but he also loses his shoe on the way. Mariners get the victory 6-5.
Jackson, a 15-game loser last season, you may recall. Didn't get his first win until late June. Here, for mid-April, looking to improve to 2-0. Blows by Mike Morse for the strikeout. Kenji Jojima with the slider in the dirt. 1 of 6 Ks in the day for Jackson. Facing Richie Sexton, who grounds a big Sexy into a 6-4-3 double play. Jackson, 8 innings pitched, 0 runs, 2 hits. Bottom 6, 1-0 Rays. Miguel Batista facing Mike DeFelice. DeFelice just far enough to be effective. Broken bat single drops. He had 3 ribs. The Rays win it 7-0.
The Orioles taking the AL East lead into Tampa, where Evan Longoria made his major league debut. ESPN Scouts Inc. #1 prospect, and here is his #1 major league hit. First of many, we assume. Family loves it. He finished 1 for 3 with a walk, drove in a run there. 2-1 Rays trail. Carlos Pena deep to right center field. That'll reach the people. His 6th of the year already. It's 2-all. Ramon Hernandez. Pom off Dan Wheeler. Hernandez 2 for 4. The homer scored a run, drove in 2. O's win 3-2. top plate speed.
Number 7, Orioles-Rays. Ramon Hernandez, liner right back to the pitcher, Jason Hamill, who somehow catches it to save his neck.
He caught it, and then as he flipped it
Great
over
job.
Orioles-Rays at number 4 again. Luke Scott grounded down the first base line. Carlos Pena, who has 6 home runs and apparently brings a glove to work as well. Rays lost the game, however, 3-2. He has 6 home runs.
Yankees left Tampa in spring training just a couple of weeks ago. Back on Monday to face the Rays. Derek Jeter back after missing a week because they strained quad. Alex Rodriguez. Wow, Johnny Damon led off the game with a home run, but it didn't go this far. That is a no-doubter. 521st of his career. Times with Ted Williams, Willie McCovey for 15th on the all-time home run list. Yanks up 2-0. Bottom 7, 7-2. Ian Kennedy, look out. Right back at you. He's hip. Jason Bruntlett, the guy who swung and drove it at him, but he gets it. Bruntlett beats out, infield single. Kennedy shaking up the play, just never got the glove there. He's going to leave. 6 innings pitched, 2 runs, 4 Ks. In line for a win, but Yanks bring in lefty Billy Traber to face Carl Crawford with a man on, and that is 2-run Jimmy Jack. His first of the year. Tampa cuts it to 7-4. Traber taken out, placed by Brian Bruni. B.J. Upton, another crush job. Second straight game with a home run for Upton. Rays within 1. Next guy, Evan Longoria. Give me a break. His first career home run ties it at 7. Certainly more to come from Longoria. Great prospect in the Rays organization. Top 8 now. Robinson Cano scheduled OFF, right? He's pinch hitting for Alberto Gonzalez, and if you're going to come in on your day off, you better make it worthwhile. A lot of home runs in this ball game. That one off Al Reyes. First of the year for Cano, and the Yanks back up 8-7. They hold on to win by the very same score.
Will the Yankees look past the Rays in anticipation of meeting the Red Sox Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2? That's Derek Jeter wearing uniform number 42, and he's not honoring his teammate. He's honoring Jackie Robinson. Wild pitch from Edwin Jackson. Alex Rodriguez trying to score from third in there. 3-2 Yanks. Top of the 5th. Here's Jeter. Had himself a ball game. Single to center. Johnny Damon's going to beat the throw from B.J. Upton. Jeter would go 3 for 4 with that RBI. Andy Pettit battling in the bottom of the 7th. Pettit, 7 innings, 3 earned. He's 14-3 career against Tampa. Mariano Rivera, the only active player wearing the uniform number 42. And guess what? Same old story. His 5th save. Hideki Matsui hit a home run. He's got 3 home runs this season, all against Tampa Bay.
The White Sox Rays first of a 3-game set. Evan Longoria, fresh off signing a 6-year, $17.5 million contract extension with the Rays Friday. Top 3, 2 on and 1 out. It's Jim Thome abusing the Jeff Neiman offering, tying Mel Ott for 21st place all time with 511 career jacks. Check it out, off the catwalk. Thome's 4th of the season. White Sox up 3-0. Very next pitch, Paul Konerko. That is good wood. Konerko's 3rd of the season. White Sox up 4-0. Skipper Ozzie Guillen and Konerko pointing to where Thome's ball flew. Plenty of run support for Javier Vasquez. Bottom 7, he rings up Jason Bartlett. White Sox bounce the Rays for a 6th time in a row. 9-2 the final.
White Sox, Rays. Mark Buehrle, 6-1 career against Tampa, and here he's got Johnny Gomes picked off. And look at Gomes. This is Eduardo Perez-esque base running here.
It is, because he makes it safe. That's why it's Eduardo Perez-esque base running. I like that. I like that.
That's just
good call.
Crafty. And wouldn't you know it, same inning, base hit by Hinsky. Gomes scores.
It happens if you're going to give away outs after a great move by Buehrle, you've got to capitalize.
And then Gomes capitalizes on that offering. Looked like it was gone, but nope, off the top of the wall.
Look at Johnny Gomes going. A couple of weeks ago in New York, there was a ball that he hit to right. He thought it was out, and he got thrown out at second base. He's taken nothing for granted now.
All about learning from your mistakes. 5-0. Andy Sonnenstein was tremendous. A 3-hit.
The day after getting blanked by Tampa, Chicago returned the favor. Jim Thome here, first inning scoreless, not anymore. Edwin Jackson's been pitching well. Thome wins that battle, hammers a fastball. It's significant. I'll explain the significance momentarily, besides the fact that it gave him a 1-0 lead. Thome here, big knock, beats the shift. Part of a 4-for-5 day, 3 RBIs. Chicago leads 3-0. John Danks, the beneficiary of all that. He strikes out. Elliott Johnson swinging. 7 innings, a shutout ball.
Improved to 5-0 when they play home games 90 miles away from home. That's Disney World. but they were dealing with Roy Halladay and the rest of the Jays. Bottom of the 6th, Rays were down 3-1. Evan Longoria off Halladay. Jason Bartlett and Carl Crawford come around to score. Halladay, by the way, pitched his 3rd straight complete game. Love the American League. Rays were tied at 3. Next batter's Eric Hinchke. Base hit to right. B.J. Upton comes in to score. Rays beat Halladay. Remain undefeated at Disney World. Matt Stairs, not pictured, 2 homers.
Red Sox Rays, where? Tampa. This game goes to extra innings. Bottom of the 11th, Carl Crawford slaps one to left off Mike Timlin. 3 for 6, hitting .314. You know what he's going to do? His 8th stolen base of the year. He's stolen 50 plus 4 of the last 5. Tampa trying to go 12-11. They've never had an April over 500. Okay, first and second, Terry Francona. They're probably going to bunt. You know, this Nathan Haynes character. So if he bunts, wait a minute. Haynes said, Joe Madden said, if we get runners on first and second, I'm not going to bunt. I'm going to let you swing. He swings, and winner, chicken dinner. Mike Timlin's ERA goes to 13.50. That's how much I paid for Ray Parker Jr.'s greatest hit CD. By the way, 13. What Ray Parker Jr. was to radio. Top plays is to SportCenter. Number 10, Red Sox Rays, Julio Lugo.
Lugo hits a one-hopper pick by Bartlett.
Rays turn the double play, trying to finish their first April over 500. They've never done it.
Great little game between the Red Sox and Rays from the Trop. No score, 5th inning. Coco Crisp on first. Edwin Jackson throws a wild pitch. And Crisp is fast. He goes to second. He goes to third. Crisp is at third with 1 out. 2 batters later, we got 2 outs, runners at the corner. Jacoby Ellsbury, hot shot to third. Evan Longoria makes a great stop, but you're not going to get Ellsbury. He's just too fast. That allows Crisp to score. 1-0 Red Sox. Bottom 8, same score. Clay Buchholz 1 out away from getting out of the inning, but look at that. Hung a curveball to Akinori Iwamura, who said he was looking curveball. First home run of the year. Rays have won 5 straight, 2-1 over the Red Sox.
You got it.
Rays have never had a 3-game sweep over the Red Sox since they entered the league in 1998. Josh Beckett had his A game on Sunday. Struck out the side in the first. Here in the second, does it again. 107 pitches, 70 strikes. He had great command and great stuff. 13 strikeouts. That's a new personal best for Beckett. But his team down 1-0 in the 7th. He hangs a curveball to Evan Longoria, and the 22-year-old gets his 3rd homer of the year. He's not a good hitter. He's a great hitter. Top of the 9th, James Shields pitching like an ace. The Rays have won 6 in a row. Their manager says it's a great feeling, but it's very early. Peter Gammon says this on their staying power.
Oh, yeah, that was cold by you. Rays Orioles, the upper crust of the AL East in the first month of the season. Tampa Bay 14-12, best start in team history. Andy Sonnenstein starting for Tampa Bay, cruising along, strikes out Luke Scott. Melvin Mora goes down. Luis Hernandez, he missed. Sonnenstein, 8 innings pitch, 1 earned run, 5 Ks into the 7th. Just a 4-1 lead. Bases Chuck Carlos Pena singles to right. Akinori Iwamura will score. Ditto for Carl Crawford. The Rays win 8-1. Their first winning April.
$4. What a bargain.
Rays Orioles, both teams better than expected in April, above 500 as we begin May. Brian Burris struggles when he pitches against the Rays. He's 0 for 2, ERA of 11.42, and Johnny Gomes has read the scouting report, knows he's supposed to tee off on him. 2-0 Tampa. Top 5, we're tied at 2. B.J. Upton, big swing, and immediately he is in pain. Ouch. As he takes a swing, lets go of the bat, grabs the shoulder, left the game with a strained shoulder. He would not return. Matt Garza, other side, 3-0 against the O's in his career. Garza strikes out Melvin Moore. He went 6, struck out 3, allowed 3 hits. The top of the 7th, we're tied at 2. Not any longer. Carl Crawford singles. 2 runs will score. Rays win 4-2, their 8th victory in the last 9 games.
Rays percentage points ahead of the Red Sox in the AL East. These are the standings before that Baltimore Orioles game was played. Clay Buchholz in some trouble in the 3rd. 2 on, no one out. Gets Johnny Gomes for out number 1. Carlos Pena looking. Throw what you know. Evan Longoria looking with the fastball. 6 Ks for Buchholz. He strikes out the side to get out of trouble in the 3rd. 4th inning. The Red Sox offense, would have scored just 3 runs in their last 3 games, gets going in the 4th. Brandon Moss, 2nd homer of the year. 3 batters later, Jacoby Ellsbury brings in Jason Varitek. Next batter, Dustin Pedroia with ducks on the pond. And that dog will hunt. Julio Lugo. Ellsbury scored. 3 ribs for Pedroia, 5-0 Red Sox. They score 5 times in the 4th. They had scored just 4 times in the last 5 games, and the Red Sox win 7-3. He's in Red Sox. Boston facing James Shields for the first time since he shut him out last week in Tampa. Shields in trouble in the bottom of the first. You see the numbers on David Ortiz. He has been on fire as of late. And look at him going the other way, doing some wall banging. Doubles off the Green Monster. Jacoby Ellsbury comes in to score. Ortiz 3 hits, part of a 3-run first. Top 4 raised down 5-3. They got the bags full against Josh Beckett. Nathan Haynes lines to left. Manny Ramirez throws a dart to get Carlos Pena out at the plate. Manny also snapped an 11-game RBI drought. Every Red Sox had a hit in this bad boy. Ortiz had 3 hits, doubles down the left field line, brings in Dustin Pedroia, who also had 3 hits. Josh Beckett, throw what you know. 13 strikeouts against the Rays last time out. 5 on Saturday. Boston wins 12-4.
Tampa, where? Boston, you got it. Scott Kazmir, the reigning AL strikeout king, making his 08 debut for the Rays. His first start since experiencing inflammation in his left elbow early in spring training. Big Poppy sitting this one out. Stiff right knee, and maybe because that Kazmir guy was on the mound. A little rusty early. Then Manning's at homer 497. No, 10th double of the year. Kazmir went 4 runs, 5 Ks. He threw 90 pitches, 55 strikes. John Lester labored early, but settled down. Top of the 5th, 1 on, 2 outs. Gets Carl Crawford there. 6 innings, 1 run for Lester. He had 5 strikeouts. In the 7th, now it's a bullpen game for Boston. Hideki Okajima raised down by 2. Good piece of hitting, Carl Crawford. Now it's a 1-run lead. Okajima. Carlos Pena hit his 7th home run earlier in this game. Boy, he does that a lot. 142 times last year, 35 strikeouts in 30 games this year. Ortiz out, Euclid batted 3rd. Good moves. Red Sox now 14-5 at home. Papelbon gets his 9th save. Boston on to Detroit for a 4-game series. Tampa off Monday, then they go to Toronto.
5-game winning streak, and they had A.J. Burnett on the mound. Toronto did. He was going early. Gets Akinori Iwamura. B.J. Upton, he's just looking. Carlos Pena, hey, check this out. And then Burnett would blow the fastball by Evan Longoria. Eric Hinsky, swing and miss. Burnett strikes out 5 of the first 6 Rays hitters. He had 10 strikeouts in 6 innings. And Hinsky in the top of the 6th, that's his 7th home run of the season. Had 6 all of last season.
That's a tricky combo, grouchy and grumpy. You can handle one, but not both.
I love all the dwarfs.
He loves pitching at home, does James Shields, but he has to love this D behind him. Mike Napoli, robbed by Carl Crawford. Oof, unbelievable. B.J. Upton also made a great catch in this game. Back to Shields, flat out filthy. Just axe Torrey Hunter, who went 0 for 4. Mike Napoli, Shields needed just 70 pitches to get through 7 innings. Brandon Wood, Gary Matthews, Garrett Anderson, all getting the rough treatment. Torrey Hunter again, Casey Kochman. Shields went the distance, 8 strikeouts. Now, John Garland went 8 innings, also just about as good for the Angels, just not good enough. Justin Spire in the 9th, still no score, serves it up to Evan Longoria. For the rookie, his 4th homer of the season, first career walk-off homer, and the Rays win in dramatic fashion, 2-0. They're now 19-16, 3 games over 500 this late in the season for the first time in team history. Back to Shields. He's been unhittable in his last 2 starts at the Trop. Righty has just shut down 2 of the best offenses in the American League in the Red Sox and Angels here at the Trop. He allowed just 3 hits in the last 18 innings at home, and in the process has now tied the franchise record for career shutouts with 2. That's win game 1.
Just make yourself as small as possible. Number 2, Angels, Rays, Mike Napoli, fly ball, Carl Crawford. Excellent defense. That is just fantastic. Love the guys who can cover ground, back. There's just nothing wrong with that play at all.
Angels and Rays played a 1-0 game Friday night, scoring at a premium on Saturday. Joe Saunders looking to go 7-0. First inning, facing Evan Longoria. Grounder to 3rd. Only play is at 2nd. That allows Akinori Iwamura to score, and it's 1-0 Tampa. Scott Kazmir making just his 3rd appearance of the season. He pitched very well. Juan Rivera grabbed some wood bub. Vladimir Guerrero, take a picture, it'll last longer. Friday, James Shields handcuffed the Angels. Saturday, it was Kazmir, 6 strikeouts in 6 innings, 108 pitches. Still 1-0 in the 8th. First and second, no one out. Eric Ibar smokes one down the line, but Carlos Pena, a diving stop, steps on the bag. Later in the inning, Rays intentionally walk Vlad to load the bases. They get Garrett Anderson to bounce out. Rays get their 8th straight win at home. That's a franchise record.
Angels and Air Rays. Where? Tampa. Rays going for the sweep, and you can see they've been very good at home. Irvin Santana. How about this Santana looking to become the first 7-game winner in the AL? E.J. Upton. 3 for 5, double RBI, hitting 297 now. Drives in Iwamura, still in the first, 2-0. Cliff Floyd is healthy again. Upton scores. Floyd was 2 for 4, 2 RBIs. And the Rays at home and up 3-0. Angels would come back. Top of the 5th, we're tied at 4. Torrey Hunter, what a great sign he's been so far. 3 for 4, hitting 302. Career high 353 on base percentage. Angels lead. However, in the bottom of the 6th, yeah, it's that pink bat. Mother's Day, breast cancer awareness. Pretty in pink. What Richard Butler is to psychedelic furs, Carl Crawford is to the Rays. They sweep the Angels. They've won 9 straight at home. They put a snowman on the board, and they win 8-5. Ah, these are not your father's Rays. They're not our Rays. Tampa is now 5 games above 500.
Florida has never had 2 first-place ball clubs, but the Rays edging ever closer to the top of the AL East. 9 straight home wins. Andy Pettit's the last guy to beat him at Tropicana Field. We go to the 4th, Rays up 1-0. Johnny Gomes. Johnny go. That's in left. Evan Longoria will score. The Rays are up 2-0. Later in the frame, Pettit dealing to Jason Bartlett. Bartlett rips it to center. That's down. Gomez. Eric Hinsky score. Bartlett in there for a 2-run triple. Rays lead 4-0. Akinori Iwamura. Linesman to right. Bartlett will score. Rays tally 4 runs in the inning. They lead 5-0. Pettit, 4 innings pitched, 8 hits, 5 earned. Get out. Matt Garza holding the Yanks scoreless through 4. Facing Jose Molina. Grounds into the 6-4-3 double play. Now, 13,932 people came out to see the Rays win this ball game. Team's explanation for this poor turnout is school night. So here's one for you. 45,000 minus 13,932. That's 31,068 empty seats as the Rays win 7-1. They are rolling along with the win over the Yanks. They've won their 10th consecutive home game, extend the franchise record. They're 6 games over 500 for the first time in franchise history. The staff has allowed just 7 runs to cross the plate in the team's last 6 wins there at the Trop. And if the Rays can win their next 321 in a row, they'll be at 500 for franchise history.
Baseball, Yankees and Rays. Tampa has won 10 straight at home. Edwin Jackson in Tampa over the last 19 games, 14-5, best record in baseball. Jackson getting some help defensively. Evan Longoria starting the beautiful double play off the grounder of Alberto Gonzalez, inning over. To the 9th, Troy Percival trying to close it out with a 1-0 lead. Hideki Matsui. Now I'm torn here because I have both Percival and Matsui on my fantasy team. We're tied at 1. Hang with me here.
It's going to be like that.
Bottom 11, Mariano Rivera has not allowed a run to Tampa since April 2006. So much for that. Gabe Gross, it's over. Johnny Gomes, do it for Johnny. He scores. Rays win 2-1.
You don't hear me. Did you think in a million years you'd ever hear a Steinbrenner say the Yankees have to play more like the Rays? Ooh, exactly. Mike Messina was on the hill. Jason Bartlett, the grounder. Nice play by Giambi to flip to Messina. Hank Steinbrenner said Tampa Bay is a hungry team. That's what our team has to get back. Yankees bullpen came on huge. Bottom of the 7th, 2 on and 1 out. Ross Ohlendorf gets Gabe Gross to line out Derek Jeter for the double play. Jabba Chamberlain facing B.J. Upton gets him swinging in the bottom of the 8th, ends the inning and the threat. And then Mariano Rivera in. He gets Cliff Floyd to ground out the Jeter to end it. The Yanks win. They snap the Rays franchise record 11-game home winning streak. To the ballpark, sort of. It's in Tampa, St. Pete. Scott Kazmir in his first start after signing a 3-year, $28.5 million deal. Going to pitch 6 shutout innings. Got some nice defense there from Evan Longoria on Johnny Damon. The Rays have never been alone in first place for 3 consecutive days. They were trying to do that while sending the Yanks to the cellar.
Everybody needs some alone time.
Bottom of the 1st, Akinori Iwamura off Ian Kennedy. That's Iwamura's 3rd career leadoff home run. Bottom of the 4th, Rays up 2-zip, 2 outs, runner on. Sean Riggins, a rocket job. His 3rd home run in just 15 games. The Rays up 4-0. Kennedy fuming. The Yanks are just 13-20 in games not started by Chien-Ming Wang. And the Rays, they've won 12 of their last 13 at home. Don't adjust your television sets. These are the actual American League East standings through Thursday. Yes, the Rays are in first place, and yes, the Yankees are in last place. New York hasn't been in last on May 15th since 1975.
The most losses by an American League team is the team from where? Tampa. You got it. Only 17 losses. Now Ray Nation's hitting the road.
No, they don't have a nation.
Yeah, they do. It's that guy in his hair in St. Louis. Andy Sonnenstein, the pitcher, getting it done at the dish. Points in the paint. 2 for 3. 2 batters later, Carl Crawford. First and third, nobody out. Top of the third, Rays strike first. They're up 1-0. Back to Sonnenstein. Boy, I tell you, what a year he's having. Part of that strong starting pitching. Some outside corner gas to Rick Ankiel, and then watch what he does to Albert Pujols. Reach base every game this year for St. Louis. Pujols. Look at that yacker. The Rays have won 8 of 9. They're 8 games above 500.
Rays and Cardinals. Rays 8 games above 500 for the first time in history. Bottom 6, it's Albert Pujols. One day after his 42-game streak of reaching base came to an end, hits his 9th home run of the season, 8-4 St. Louis. Next inning, Carlos Pena facing Randy Flores. No relation. Seriously, I'm not related. Season high 18 hits for Tampa. They cut the lead to 8-7. Bottom 10, we're tied at 8. Ryan Ludwig at the plate.
The pitch is swung on, hit high in the air. Left center field. This is hit back to the track near the wall, and it's a goner and a game winner for Ludwig.
Ryan Ludwig, his 2nd home run of the game, hits his 2nd career walk-off homer for the Cardinals, and both have come in extra innings. In fact, the Cardinals' last 3 walk-off homers have all come in extras, including Skip Schumacher 2 weeks ago against the Cubs. St. Louis improves their record at New Busch Stadium to 16-10 on the year, thanks to Ludwig.
And coming in on the Tampa, St. Louis, Stan Musial Day, 87 years old, and what a player he was for the Cardinals. Of course, what a player this man is, as you can see, first 7 seasons. The hit totals of Musial and Pujols. Pujols, no hit here, but he did have 3 on the day. 3 for 5, hitting .357. The Cardinals are down, and hey, how about a rally harmonica from Stan the Man? Bottom 8, 4-2 Tampa Bay. Aaron Miles hitting .315 for the Cardinals. Ryan is Turris both score. We're tied at 4. Stan the Man doing his magic. Bottom 9, same score, 2 on, 1 out. Skip Schumacher there to left. Hey, we're walking off. Chris Perez, first career Major League win, and the Cardinals beat the Rays. Rays-Cardinals. The Rays' offense has been okay. They're winning for their pitching, and their defense is much improved this year. Look at B.J. Upton. Comes in on Stan Musial Day, and he makes the play. So this game not ending 1-0 Rays, normally good. Where? Tampa. You got it. Only 3 out of 824 games at the Trop have ended 1-0 in favor of the Rays. Why this one had a chance? Good defense. Carlos Pena gets Aubrey Huff. Good pitching by Matt Garza as well. More defensive help. It's Pena again. Brian Roberts out of play. No, that's the 2nd out of the inning. Bottom 5 now, still no score. Carl Crawford to right. Here comes Eric Hensey looking like a pulling guard. He will score 1-0. Did we get a 1-0 game? No, 2-0. Tampa is a winner.
Rays have been beating the devil out of everybody at home, winning 13 of 14. They had the Orioles in Tampa on Saturday, and a young man with some interesting hair. Bottom 2nd, 6-1 Rays, 1 on for Carlos Pena. Adam Jones, not quite tall enough. Off the wall, B.J. Upton scores. Pena with a stand-up triple, and the Rays up 7-1. Next batter is Evan Longoria, already 1 home run. How about 2? That one's headed for Wisteria Lane. 7th of the year, Rays win it 11-4.
14 of their last 15 home games. Carl Crawford, glove, sexy. What a catch in the first. From the 1st to the 9th. Bottom 9, game tied at 4. Evan Longoria, born to hit. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Carlos Pena is going to come all the way around from first and score. And the Rays win. They sweep the 3-game series. Their 4th sweep this year. They had 2 all of last year. Win number 30. They've never had 30 wins.
Rangers in the first of 3 against the AL East leading Rays. Tampa Bay's #1 pick in '99, Josh Hamilton, leading Texas and the majors with 53 RBI coming in, but nobody got anything against Scott Kazmir. Top 1, he rings Hamilton up. Top 2, Milton Bradley take a seat. Gerald Laird goes down swinging. Top 3, 95 pitches, 69 for strikes. Marlon Byrd, Ramon Vasquez. Kazmir's silly good. He retired the first 10 batters, 7 on strikes. Bottom 5, Braves up 2-0. With 2 aboard, Eric Hinsky getting some yard work done. This off Sidney Ponson, his 9th homer of the season. Tampa Bay up 5-0. Top 7, Kazmir's still in there. And he gets Bradley again. Kazmir, 7 innings, 10 strikeouts, 1 earned. Tampa Bay, 11 games over 500 for the first time in franchise history.
We're hoping their Extreme Makeover Dome Edition would continue Tuesday night against the Rangers. Andy Sonnenstein trying to get the job done. Top second, 2-0 Rangers. 1 out runner on second. Ian Kinsler drops the bunt. Evan Longoria lets it roll, hits the bag, and stays fair. 2 batters later, 2 on for Josh Hamilton. Former Rays first overall pick. He drills one. Longoria can't handle it, picks it up and throws it the first 2 late. Hamilton's in there. Take another look at it. Apparently it's Evan Longoria bobble the ball night. Jared Saltalamacchia scores on the error. Inning should have ended 3-0 Rangers. Later in the inning, 5-0 Rangers. Brandon Boggs lines one down the right field line all the way to the corner. Milton Bradley and David Murphy come in to score in the double. Sonnenstein, 5 runs given up in the inning, only 2 of them earned. Top 8, Rangers up 8-5. Bases loaded for Hamilton. And there it goes. Hamilton with a grand slam, his 2nd career grand slam. 5 RBI for him, and the Rangers win it 12-6.
He's finishing things up against the Rangers. At the Trop, Rangers didn't walk 10,000 on Wednesday, just seemed like it. Kaysen Gabbert walks Carlos Pena, forces in the go-ahead run. Rangers gave up 5 walks in the 5th, 3-2 Rays. How about this catch by the ball boy? Look at that. You know, being a ball boy is dangerous. I mean, it's not Muay Thai fighting dangerous, but it is dangerous. Nice catch there. Next inning, 8th now, it's Matt Garza getting Josh Hamilton swinging. He had a season-high 10 Ks in the 8th, did Garza. To the 9th, Rangers are down 5-3, but they got the tying run at the plate. Jared Saltalamacchia robbed by B.J. Upton. That ends the game. Rays win 5-3. Joe Madden, their skipper, said, hey, fans are missing some good baseball these days.
That's Stanley Cup quality right there.
About 10,000 on hand to watch the Rays, who best team in baseball right now. And thanks in no small part to the likes of B.J. Upton. Go out and support your Rays, people.
Nearly as good as the ball boy.
Bring on another surprising team, the White Sox. Chicago in first in the Central. Battle of division leaders for the first time in Tropicana Field history. John Danks pitching well. Carl Crawford, B.J. Upton, Carlos Pena all go down in the first. Danks 2-0 lifetime against this ball club coming in, but in the 3rd, he's in a bit of a jam. Bases loaded jam, to be exact. But he strikes out Pena for out number 2. Danks' 6th strikeout of the game. Next batter, the rookie, Evan Longoria, grounds out to the shortstop, Orlando Cabrera. That ends the inning. Danks has 9 starts this season when he has allowed 2 runs or less. That is the most in baseball. 6th inning, Cabrera smokes it to left center. Here comes Nick Swisher. He scores. The OC looking for a triple, but look at the throw by B.J. Upton. Good night, Nurse. Look at this throw. On the fly, a strike to get Cabrera at 3rd. Jump ahead to the 8th, Paul Konerko hits the catwalk. Yeah, the catwalk. First home run since April 27th, his 6th home run of the season. The White Sox win 5-1. White Sox continue to play well. They sit atop the American League Central in large part because of their outstanding pitching. They got another good effort from Danks on Thursday. They're now 3rd in the big leagues in team ERA at 3.39 and have allowed 1 run or less in a major league best 15 games. Sox and Rays, first series between division leaders in Tropicana Field history, and they're already talking about magic numbers. James Shields was doing some serious work. Where?
Tampa.
Come on. The phenomenal A.J. Pierzynski goes down. Jim Thome goes down on a bender. 6 strikeouts in 6 innings. 1 run allowed by Shields. Meanwhile, Jose Contreras, he was pitching as well. Eric Hinsky swinging. Carlos Pena, no sir.
You got it.
7 inning, 5 strikeouts. But drama tied at 1, bottom 9, Cliff Floyd.
And there's a shot back into deep center, all the way back, Lars. That ball is gone. Home run.
Former Astro play-by-play great Dwayne Statz with the call. Rays win 2-1.
Rays battle of division leaders at the Trop. Scott Kazmir 4-0 with a 0.69 ERA in his last 4 starts. Top 2. Kazmir picking off Joe Creedy, inning over. Bottom 4, Rays up 1-0. Cliff Floyd winning the battle against Javier Vasquez. Floyd with his 2nd home run in as many days, his 5th on the season. And the Rays are up 2-0. Bottom 5, B.J. Upton at the dish. High fly ball in foul territory down the right field line. Nick Swisher effing making up for an 0 for 2 day. It's a top play nominee. Swisher nearly losing sight of the ball, but makes the silly good grab. Top 7. That Kazmir kid still dialed in. Just ask Joe Creedy. 109 pitches, 71 for strikes. 2 batters later, Brian Anderson take a seat. Kazmir 7 scoreless, 3 hits. Tampa Bay now 19-3 in its last 22 at home.
Series Monday night.
Hey, the Rays are headed to Boston on Tuesday, but Sunday they wrapped up their 4-game set with the White Sox. Who knew this would be a battle of division leaders at this point? Bottom 5, Rays down 3-1. Gabe Gross up. The runners on 2nd and 3rd. That one's going all the way to the wall. 2-run score. Gross into 3rd with a 2-run triple. Game tied at 3, and they would go to extras. Top 10 still tied at 3. Jim Thome facing J.P. Howell. Thome, it looks like a little blooper, but Thome's on his horse. Hustling into 2nd with a double. So you got a runner on 2nd now with nobody out for the White Sox. Pablo Ozuna comes on the pinch run for Thome. 2 batters later, Joe Creedy facing Howell. Over to 3rd, Evan Longoria looks the runner back, throws to 1st, and Carlos Pena has to tag Creedy, but they're 2 away. Next up is Nick Swisher, and he's gone. Rays escaped the jam. Chicago 5 for 39 with runners in scoring position in the series, 2 for 14 on Sunday. Bottom 10, Gross up facing Matt Thornton, and it is time to bounce in St. Petersburg. 3rd of the season for Gross. Rays win at 4-3.
We think we're going to win. With the offense we have, we're fully Let's just be honest. I expect Kenny to do something Tuesday, and if we don't do anything Tuesday, it's a lot of change in the lineup. That's it. That's all I got to say about the offense. It can be me, it can be Greg Walker, it can be the players, anybody. I'm sick and tired to watch this thing for a year and a half. I'm not protecting anybody anymore. It. They can get it done. Kenny should find somebody to get it done.
It's fun. First Sunday, always busy, lots to choose from. Number 10, A.J. Przinsky to left, Johnny Gomes. Where? Tampa. You got it. He got it. We all got it. Tampa wins again.
The Rays are rolling.
They are. Tully, number 4, Bobby Orr.
There's a shot. Wow. High and deep to right. Dive back. Rays win. An 0-2 pitch, and Gabe Gross hits one out. The Rays with another walk-off victory. This time it's Gabe Gross.
Now, David Ortiz on the DL. There's Manny Nice. You know how many singles he has in his career now? 502 homers, 1,269 career singles.
Good research.
Batter Mike Lowell sends that one deep left, and yeah, you can't get up the top of that wall. That's off Matt Garza, his 8th of the season, 2-1 Red Sox, and then J.D. Drew comes through as well. His 6th of the season. Sox producing without Poppy. They're up 3-2, but Carlos Pena, oh my goodness, he clubs that one off Justin Masterson. 2 will score, 11th of the season, and the Rays go up 4-3. They're a feisty bunch. We're tied at 4 in the 6th. Coco Chris, no ribbies in his last 10 games. Comes through like you knew he would. Ramirez, J.D. Drew both score, and the Red Sox go up 6-4, and then win it 7-4. Papelbon the save.
A break, you avoid general soreness.
Yes.
ESPN Wednesday Night Baseball, Rays, Red Sox. Josh Beckett looking to go 4-1 in his last 5 starts against the Rays. He strikes out B.J. Upton. Beckett allowed just a run in 6 innings. Upton, not thrilled. Bottom 3, 1-0 Sox. J.D. Drew batting 3rd in place of David Ortiz. Does his Big Papi imitation. Battle score Jacoby Ellsbury, 2-0 Red Sox. Next batter, Manny Ramirez. That'll work. Drew scores from 2nd. Ramirez, during this 10-game hitting streak, is hitting .366 with 12 RBIs. Top 8, Sox up by 4. B.J. Upton. Hideki Okojima strikes him out looking. Upton again, not happy. He argues. You know what happens when you argue. You get tossed by the home plate umpire, Paul Amel. Upton, 3 strikeouts on the day. Julio Lugo, crisp running for second. Good throw by Navarro, who nails him. Crisp slide takes out Akinori Iwamura. Crisp and Joe Madden go at it. They don't agree. Sox win.
Well, they played baseball in Boston, too. Red Sox a chance to sweep the Rays. They've already taken first place from Tampa Bay. Bottom first, no score, 2 on. Nobody's on, actually. Manny Ramirez, 3-run job off James Shields. That's way out of the park. His 13th. Sox up 3-0. And the game essentially over here, but not the drama or the crisis. We flash back to Wednesday because it's the second inning. Coco Crisp is up. And here you see Jason Bartlett blocks the bag as Crisp slides head first, jams his thumb. So that's not really good. It's a lesson to sort of pay and pay back, because then goes in again. This time he upends Aki Iwamura. And now he has some words, not really nice PG-13 words with Joe Madden. Now we come back to Thursday, and Shields bonks him in the second. And now, yeah, here we come. Everybody dancing. We have a fist fight. We've got a dust-up. We've got a rhubarb. Dare I say, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast. Boy, look at that thing. Two piles, Shields and Crisp. And why? Look at that. Crisp out of the way and then firing at Shields. Deanna Navarro tackles Crisp to the ground, and you can watch Johnny Gomes come in here. That's him arrowed. Lands a couple of punches on Crisp. A rabbit punch to the back of the head. Carl Crawford. I think you actually lose points with the judges for that. Gives a few punches on Crisp, too. It's quite the takedown. Shields is tackled, falls awkwardly on his right shoulder. That's always terrible if you're the manager, the pitching coach. So apparently the Rays, though, still got a little devil in them. Eventually, it's the full-on Cookie Rojas triple toss. Shields, Crisp, Gomes, all gone. But we're not done. Scary moment for the Red Sox. Evan Longoria flies one to right center. Jacoby Ellsbury makes the nice diving catch, but he comes up holding his wrist, the right wrist. Take another look. Gets the glove under there, rolls that baby under. Yep, we're going to need some ice there. He'd leave the game. Strained right wrist. Certainly more tests to come on that joint to make sure he's fine. Now, bizarre situation. Conclusion of the 4th inning. Manny Ramirez, Kevin Youkilis getting an argument. And now Manny appears to take a swing at Youkilis. There's a scuffle. Manny's having to be restrained. Youkilis is, quite frankly, not sure what's going on. Manny's escorted eventually to the clubhouse to cool off. You have a cooling down period there. Again, Youkilis doesn't know what happened. Now, manager Terry Francona says no big deal, and it won't become a big deal, but certainly that's curious. I mean, you're the first-place team. Things are going well, and that breaks out. Bottom 7, Ramirez. Dan Wheeler throws a breaking ball inside. Manny sort of turns away. Guess he tweaks his right hamstring, avoiding the pitch. He would leave the game, but he would be fine eventually. Red Sox win 7-1, but what about the chaos?
Rangers have put up at least 8 runs their last 6 games, but they're going against the American League Pitcher of the Month in May. Look at Scott Kazmir. No Ray pitchers ever won 6 in a row. David Murphy, slow roller. Kazmir got a cover, got a cover, got a cover. Did he cover in time? No, and slipped on the bag. A little concerned here. Hammies, knees, ankles, okay. Okay, Kazmir back on track. Salto Lamakia looking. Milton Bradley swinging. Vicente Padilla on the mound for the Rangers, back from a personal leave. Top of the 6th, same score, B.J. Upton. If this game was in where, Tampa, that ball would have gone off the catwalk. You got it. But not in Texas. Home run Upton, his 4th of the year, back to Kazmir. He becomes the first Ray pitcher to win 6 consecutive starts. Evan Longoria also homers in this game, and the Rays win.
Rangers, look at what happened in the 2nd inning. Frank Catalanato at the plate. Fouls one down the 3rd baseline. That's the ball girl's ball right there. And oh boy.
Oh, bless her heart.
I'd like to get a tail of the tape here on the fan and the ball girl. Get on in there, Slim. Both escaped injury. As the ball girl, hey, you know, she's a competitor. Laughing it off. That's a good sign. Bottom 7 now. Another foul ball to the same ball girl. This time, everyone stays in their seats. Nice play. The same fan that fell on her is begging for the ball. Oh, but he's denied. But that's okay. He's got a barbed wire tat, so it's a win-win. Bottom 9, Rangers down 5-4. Milton Bradley off the pitcher, Dan Wheeler, grounds out. Rays hold on to win 5-4.
Tampa, where? Texas. You got it. Matt Garza. And the Rays seeking the sweep of the Rangers. He's going to shake off his catcher. Don't shake me off. All right. Throw the fastball to Herman Duran. Goodbye. 3-0. Texas. Now, after Garza allows a single to the next batter, check this out. I've never seen this. Navarro gets right in the face of his pitcher. His mask is touching his face. He's going to cover his mouth so we can't read what he's now saying. Very, very odd. And after the inning ends, in the dugout they go, pushing, shoving. Garza sent to the showers, cool off, 4 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned, 2 Ks. Very strange. Top of the 6th, Rays down 4-2, Eric Hinske. Ooh. James Hoy says that caught the outside corner. Hinske says it does not. You know that was outside. You know that was, oh, I don't know. Run him for that. Yeah, it's a hot Sunday. Eric Hinske gone. Rays lose 6.
Well, the usual. We bowl, we drive around, and the occasional top 10 plays. At number 10, Rays Rangers. Brandon Boggs filed down the third base line. Oh, Evan Longoria, third overall pick of the 06 draft. Stretches out, makes the grab. He gets the top play, but the Rangers get the win.
And Longoria says, I got your 10th win right here. 9th home run of the year for Longoria. Solo shot, and the Rays out to a 1-0 lead. But wait, there's more. Next batter, Willie Ibar. Just 2 pitches later, back-to-back for the Rays. 2nd of the year for Ibar. Tampa Bay up 2-0. Next batter is Deanna Navarro, and that's history you just saw. First time the Rays have ever hit back-to-back home runs in the history of their franchise. Top 5, Rays up 5-4. Navarro now with 2 on and 2 out, and he's just being greedy. That was going to go all the way to the wall. That'll drive in 2 more. Navarro 4 for 5, 4 RBI, Rays up 7-4. Saunders 4 2/3, 9 hits and 8 earned runs. Top 9, Longoria back for more, leading off the inning. His 2nd of the game, 10th of the year, 13 runs, 18 hits, both tie season highs for the Rays.
Angels, 39 wins, are 2nd best in the AL, but none of them have come against the Rays. James Shields first starts being involved in that brawl against the Red Sox. Garrett Anderson, he's not a lover, he's a fighter, as most Andersons are. 2-run home run, yeah, he was angry, he hit it out. Top 5 Rays down 4-0. Deanna Navarro facing Jared Weaver. Oh, yeah, that's going to be 2. You know, that's the pitcher's best friend. It's a shame they all have the same best friend. Next batter, Gabe Gross. Can't hold up. Half swing, whole strike. Weaver, excellent. 8 innings pitch, 1 earned run, 5 Ks. Vlad Guerrero, that's the Vlad everybody knows, and certainly Shields knew it. 2-run shot, 9th of the season. Angels up 6-0. Win it by a count of 6-1.
Ozzie Guillen was calling balls and strikes behind home plate. Kazmir said going into the game that veterans told him Cousins doesn't like to call anybody out on strikes. Well, Kazmir had thrown 4 2/3 innings of perfect ball before Gary Matthews Jr. took him out. Can't blame that on the umpire. But here, full count to Reggie Willits with 2 down. Kazmir thinks he has strike 3. Darrell Cousins calls ball 4. Loads him up. Would have ended the inning. Next batter on an 0-2 count. Of course, Meiser is tourist. Singles to right center. Kazmir 6 2/3, 10 strikeouts. Kazmir said to the umpire, they call him shoebox, that his strike zone gets smaller with a 2-strike count. Oh, yeah, Joe Madden would be tossed. Angels beat the Rays 4-2.
League Series, Marlins and Rays. Only 19,000 plus at the Trop, if you can believe that. More people in the newsroom today for Justin Timberlake. Andy Sonnenstein winless in his last 4 starts, and the first batter of the game, Hanley Ramirez, trying to add to Sonnenstein's misery. The 3-bagger. Next batter is Jeremy Hermida. Mind the gap. Triple-double, just like that. It's 1-0 Fish. Bottom 1, 2 aboard, Eric Hinske. Hits them where they ain't, off of Ryan Tucker. Aki Iwamura, B.J. Upton score. It's a 2-2 game. Top 2, a little defense. Alfredo Amezaga, the hot shot. Iwamura getting dirty, making a play. Still a 2-2 game. Top 6 now, it's 5-3 Rays. 2 on 1 out. J.P. Howell gets Dan Ugla to pop it out. Rays win for the 21st time in their last 24 home games.
Series of the weekend, on paper anyway, figured to be the Marlins and the Rays from the Trop. Tampa pitcher Matt Garza on the hill for the first time since he and catcher Deanna Navarro got into it. Happened last Sunday at the ballpark in Arlington against the Rangers. Garza had apparently been shaking off Navarro a little bit too much. They weren't seeing eye to eye. How about on Saturday? Things looking all good. Gets Jeremy Hermida swinging. Johnny Gomes back from suspension for his role in that brawl against the Red Sox. First plate appearance, he goes deep. Do it for Johnny. Gomes' 5th homer of the season. Garza and Navarro, they're now BFFs. Garza gets some great defensive help by Evan Longoria.
Matt Garza gets the win. He's 4-0 at home as the Rays take the first two of this series championship.
Number 7, Marlins Rays. Matt Trainer grounded to third. Evan Longoria, the diving backhand stop and throw to first from his knees. Rays get the victory, 4-1.
Marlins, Rays, where? Greater Tampa. You got it. And we have a situation for Edwin Jackson that ends badly. That's a 3-run homer. Wes Helms, that's putting some points in the painted seats. 3-0. Let's talk about Ricky Nolasco. Pretty good 2006 season as a rookie. Spent almost all of last year in the minors. Hurt his elbow. Pitched poorly in AAA. Also poorly in the majors. But this year he was great. Father's Day, outstanding. The chances of opposing batters making contact against Ricky Nolasco are normally good. How about 12 strikeouts? That's a career best.
Cubs make their first ever visit to Tampa. Lou Piniella, not his first visit, the lifelong resident of Tampa, also the Rays' former skipper. Evan Longoria, the bottom of the 6th, tied at 1, takes Neil Kotz up and out. If it's fair, it's gone. Yeah, fair and gone. It's 11th. Rays a 2-1 lead. Top of the 9th, Cubs down 3-1. Gets interesting. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Troy Percival trying to shut the door. Deanna Navarro can't handle the high pitch. Mark DeRosa comes in to score. Kosuke Fukudome to third on the pass ball. It's 3-2. Micah Hoffpower strikes out swings, so there's 2 down. Now watch this. Jim Edmonds pinch hitting, the runner on 3rd. The wild pitch to the backstop. Fukudome doesn't break for home. Stays at 3rd. Got the good carom there. Edmonds would walk. Reed Johnson is your next bat here. Longoria charges and throws after the squeeze bunt. Nice scoop by Willie Ibar. Rays hang on to beat Lou. Their 23rd home win in their last 27 games.
All right, Cubs, Rays again at number 8. Bottom 9, runners on 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. And Reed Johnson tries to lay down the squeeze bunt. Evan Longoria makes the barehanded grab. He grudges Johnson out.
All right, in the previous 100 years, only one team that ended the previous season with the worst record in Major League Baseball had a better record through its first 70 games than the 2008 Rays. And that team was the 0-1 Cubs. With Carl Crawford back in the lineup, B.J. Upton comes through with the RBI single. Rays able to tie things at 2. Next batter, Eric Hinsky drives one to left. Crawford's going to score there. Puts Tampa up 3-2. The next batter, Evan Longoria. Grounder gets through the right side. Upton scores. Rays take a 4-2 lead, all on Carlos Zambrano. To the 7th. After a double play, Zambrano in some discomfort. Lou Piniella, the Cubs, check on him. Well, Zambrano's not just headed for the dugout. He's headed back to Chicago to be re-examined. Taken out of the game, right shoulder discomfort. And Troy Percival, in the end, ties Raleigh Fingers 9th on the all-time saves list. They've won 24 of the last 28 at home.
Number 6, Cubs, Rays. Ball hit sharply towards 3rd. Evan Longoria, nice grab. Good pick. Seed over there the other side. Look at that again. Yeah, that's skillful. Longoria, excellent.
Series preview. Yeah, James Shields making his first start after serving a 6-game suspension. Remember that little Cocoa Crisp incident? Shields got it going thanks to first pitch strikes there to Aramis Ramirez, and then later along in the at-bat, Shields strikes him out. Shields' 3rd strikeout. First pitch to Kosuke Fukudome in the top of the 5th. Got the strike. Later in the at-bat, got the strikeout. Shields 6 1/3, 7 hits, 3 earned, struck out 9. To the 7th. Tied at 1, 2 on, 1 out. Fukudome. A little bloop job in the shallow left. That'll fall. Trevor Miller allows the hit. Mark DeRosa scores. Cubs take a 2-1 lead. Carlos Marmolon in relief, sort of. Walks Willie Ibar to lead off the inning. Control a little bit of an issue. Next batter walks Deanna Navarro. Lou Piniella sends Larry Rothschild out to settle Marmol down. Well, that move didn't pay off because the next batter, Marmol, hits Gabe Gross. Nothing sweet about Lou there. Next batter, Marmol hits Akinori Iwamura. Run scores. 3-2 now, and that's it for Marmol. We'll see you later. Brings up Carl Crawford with the bases loaded. Get a load of the Tampa Bay Rays. Get out of town, and he means it. Grand slam off Scott Iyer. They sweep him. Buster Olney on the Rays' continued success.
8 in a row. Opening of a 3-game set at Tropicana Field. Bottom 2, Rays are down 2-1. Jason Bartlett smokes it to left, but look at Darren Erstad. Oh! Great catch by the former Nebraska punter. Next inning, Miguel Tejada. He's got 1, but he's thinking 2. Look at B.J. Upton. Do you think he maybe deeped Miggy a little bit? But look at this throw. Out at second. Back-to-back defensive plays there. 1 from the Astros, 1 from the Rays. To the ninth, Jose Valverde on to close with a 4-2 lead. Make it 4-3. Deanna Navarro, solo homer. There was talk in Houston earlier this year that Valverde was Spanish for Lidge. That proved to be incorrect. Valverde strikes out Akinori Ramura for his 17th save. Astros break the long losing streak 4-3.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Yeah. Oh, that just brings a tear to my eye right there. Those uniforms. Rays wearing St. Pete Pelican uniforms. Girls on film. Now, in the 5th inning, we've got the bottle races. Check out what happens to poor Aquafina. Right there. Oh, the Rays mascot. Coming out of nowhere. Oh, but Aquafina's ready. The Rays mascot, clearly from the Cobra Kai dojo. Sweep the leg. Give him a body bag. All right, to the 8th. Game tied at 2. Jeff Blum at the plate. Grounds it to third. They get 1, but they can't get 2 as Lance Berkman scores. Joe Madden thinks that Carlos Lee jumped into Akinori Ramura, and the Astros take a 3-2 lead. Jose Valverde not available for Houston, and that was a bad thing for Houston because Doug Brocail was flat out awful. He didn't get anyone out. Cliff Lloyd, Eric Hinsky both hit, and then Brocail hits Deanna Navarro, setting up Geb Gross with the bases loaded.
Fly ball down the left field line. Luke, it's going to drop. It is a fair ball. Lloyd scores. Here comes Hinsky. He is home. It's a walk-off win again for the Tampa Bay Rays.
So the Rays win 4-3. First time they've won when trailing after.
Rays and Marlins, Florida baseball at its finest. Really, both teams are good. Seriously, quit laughing. Listen, people, this is my job. Top 8, Rays trail 3-2 with the bases loaded. Deanna Navarro draws a walk from Joe Nelson, so we're tied at 3. Eric Hinsky works the count to 3-2. Another full one up. There's ball 4. So the Rays take a 4-3 lead when we go to the 9th. Home half. Marlins trail 6-3. Those are Troy Percival in, and all right. So, you know, as the coach used to tell me in Little League, John, the plate doesn't move. Ramirez, he's walked. Ramita walked. Jorge Cantu, Bumman. So Joe Madden's staff, they're going to figure out what do we...
Killing Percival's whip.
What should we do here? Next batter, Josh Willingham. Smacks one to left. Evan Longoria, though, diving stop, makes this beautiful. Fires from second for the out. 1-run score, 6-4. Percival then walks Dan Uggla. Again, Matt, what are we going to do? Well, he's a veteran, you know. Sometimes you got to let him work his way out of these things. Next batter is Mike Jacobs. His 1-1 pitch. Ropes that over to Akinori Iwamura. Tracks him down. There we go. Percival walks 4 in the 9th, but really very little harm done. 6-4 Rays. Percival's 18th save.
At number 5, back to the Rays Marlins. Evan Longoria robbing Josh Willingham of a hit and gets the force out at second base. If you catch a liner with your bare hand and don't spill your beer, Rays get the win 6-4.
We'll show you Rays and Marlins because only 13,000 showed up in Miami to watch this.
That's a crime.
Yeah, 2 very good baseball teams hook up. We go to the 5th. Rays up 4-0. Carl Crawford hitting better than 400 in his last 7 games. That is a home run off of Ryan Tucker, 21-year-old pitcher for the Marlins. Crawford's second in the game. He has 7 on the season. Meanwhile, still in the 5th. That'll be a theme. Eric Hinsky, RBI double. Jeremy Armita can't come up with it cleanly. B.J. Upton scores, so it's 6-0. Still in the 5th. Did I mention only 13,000 at this game?
Yeah, they actually introduced the fans instead of the starting lineups to save time.
Evan Longoria, 2-run homer. Hinsky comes in. Longoria, 13th of the season. He had 3 ribbies in the game. Still in the 5th. Bases loaded. Still no outs, by the way. Hanley Ramirez can't come up with a James Shields grounder. 2 more scored. It's 10-0. Still in the 5th. Still no outs. Aki Iwamura, RBI double off the left field wall.
Maybe this is why nobody wants to watch.
You know, still a crime. Ben Zobrist scores 11-0. Still in the 5th, Crawford up again. Broken back, grounder to second. Woo! James Shields scores. 5 ribbies in the game for Crawford, and then still in the 5th. B.J. Upton, RBI. Aki Iwamura scores. In the inning, 10 runs by the Rays. All 9 players scored. They sent 14 to the plate. They win.
All right, the Rays trying to sweep the Marlins right out of Miami. You know, Florida has the best interleague record among NL teams all time. Raise your hand if you knew that. You're lying. Top of the second, Sean Riggins, crush job to center. Watch Cody Ross over the shoulder. What a grab. B.J. Upton's going to tag up and score. What a play. Rays at a 1-0 lead. Evan Longoria, solo shot off Mark Hendrickson. As Longoria appears to be for real, his 14th. The Rays are 10-2 when he homers. Meanwhile, Matt Garza was flirting with a no-no on pretty much no sleep at all. He's a former Fresno State Bulldog, and they just won the College World Series, and all his boys were calling him at all hours, and this was a noon start, South Florida time. Garza trying to keep the no-hitter going in the bottom of the 7th. The Hanley Ramirez wakes him up with that. 17th homer of the year. No-hitter is gone. Bottom 9, Garza's still going strong. This time he does get Ramirez. Garza's first career complete game. 38 Major League starts, 1 hit, 10 strikeouts. Wow.
Small market team doing well, the Rays are. Jimmy Bartholomew making his Major League debut for the Pirates, and in the first inning he found out pitching ain't easy. Evan Longoria, 3-run blast, 15th of the season. In the 3rd, another 3-run homer for Tampa, this one from Eric Hinsky, his 13th of the season. Rays up 6-0. Bartholomew, 2 1/3, 7 earned runs. Yikes. Denny Bautista on in relief. Scary moment here as Akinori Iramura hits him with a line drive right in the elbow.
Denny Bautista.
Bautista was done. Sean Burnett takes his place. He wasn't much better. Carl Crawford, solo homer, his 8th of the season. Rays going to win 10-5.
Sid and company, both teams wearing Negro League uniforms. Ty Taubenheim making his first appearance this season, top 1 with a runner on 3rd. He strikes out Eric Hinsky. Carlos Pena is just browsing. Taubenheim, 6 innings, 2 earned, 4 Ks. Bottom 5 tied at a run apiece with a runner on 3rd. Taubenheim. That's a ground rule double to left. Jose Bautista come on home, and the Pirates are up 2-1. Top 8, here come the Rays. Down 3-2, it's Johnny Gomes. Abusing the Dovisa Marte offering. Marte with his first blown save of the season. Gomes his 6th jack, and we're tied at 3. Pirates 7-3 in extra inning games this season. Bottom 13 with 2 outs. Doug Mankiewicz in the dugout, turning his head around. It's rally cap time. Your next batter is Jason Bay. And on the 396th pitch of the game, it's Bay taking Jason Hamill for a ride. Bay with his first career walk-off shot, his 16th home run of the season. The difference, and you know Mankiewicz is loving it. Pirates win.
Rays in Pittsburgh, 48 wins already this season, had only 34 at the All-Star break last season. Top 4, Sean Riggins off Tom Gorzolani, who was 5-1 at home. Riggins 4th, career-high 3 hits on the day. It's 1-0 Rays. Bottom 4, game tied, 2 outs, full count. Xavier Nady, Andy Sonnenstein, swinging like Les Brown and his band of renown. Sonnenstein, 7 innings, 1 earned, 4 Ks. Bottom 7, game tied. Adam LaRoche, check swing dribbler. Evan Longoria, 7-game hit streak. It shows off his glove without using it. Look at him, on barehanded. Barely gets LaRoche. LaRoche forgot his PF Flyers. Tyler Yates facing Willie Ibar. Kawhi loses. Ibar the single. Nady leads the NL outfielders with 9 assists, but that one gets away. Carlos Pena scored all the way from first. Rays 3-2. Riggins then drove home Ibar to make it 4-2. Bottom 9. Troy Percival, 4-3. Coffee is for closers. Gets Raul Chavez, 19th save. Rays 4-3. Can you save first place if Boston loses? Sure you can. We all remember April 19th, right? Tampa Bay 7-10, another nondescript beginning for the club with the worst record in the bigs a season ago. Since that date, 42-22, the best record in baseball since that date. Over the 500 for the first time through 81 games in the franchise 11-year history. Rays, Pirates, Adam LaRoche, check swing, and Evan Longoria. Just going to bare knuckle that one. Makes the great throw to first, and how about this? The Rays win, and they take over first place in the AL East.
Number 2 isn't at all settled and done. Well, Justin Masterson on the bump for Boston, and B.J. Upton, solo home run, dead center field on the first pitch, so it's 1-0 Rays, his 6th of the season. 2 batters later, Masterson's pitch hits Willie Ibar. Oh, my, not again, right? But that one appears to be accidental. Trots down to first. We have no incident. We take another look, and that's a slider that's just, it's down and in, but a little too far down and in. Terry Francona, no reaction. Top second, same score. Manny Ramirez at the plate. Shields back on the bump here for Tampa. Manny looking at a fastball. Done. Rays fans, more than 34,000 of them, love it. 1 out. 2 batters later. Shields against Uke. Kevin Youkilis swinging, missing. 6 1/3. 5 hits, 2 earned. 5 Ks for Shields. Top 4, same numbers. 2 on, 2 out. Mike Lowell singles down the left field line. 2 out hits will get you to heaven. Dustin Pedroia will score, and we're tied at 1. Lowell 3 for 4 in this contest. We go to the home half of the 4th. Still tied at 1. 2 outs. Gabe Gross, former beer maker, quality stroke there off Masterson. 6th homer of the season. A 2-run shot stakes the Rays to a 3-1 lead. Now we're going to the 9th. It's 5-2. Troy Percival's on for the save. Well, this should be just routine, unless it's not. Brandon Moss pops one up high in the air with 1 out. Looks like that's for sure the second out. Except Gabe Gross is like, I got it. What happened? That ball hits a catwalk, drops into fair territory. It's a double. Mike Lowell scores. So Percival thinking, all right, instead of 2 outs, that's a 2-base hit. What's the Red Sox down 5-3. Next batter, Tech, sack, fly to right. Youkilis will tag and score. Red Sox down 1. Tying run 90 feet away. Moss. Look at this. On the plate, Percival running to back up third, appears to injure his hamstring. Now, he wants to stay. Manager Joe Madden will have none of it. I want to stay. I can go. No, you can't. You're gone. Out. So the man with 343 career saves gives way to a man who has 1. J.P. Howell, but he gets Julio Lugo to line out. Rays win at 5-4. Here are the winners and the losers.
It was a game and a half going in, but Tim Wakefield was on the mound. 19 wins against the Rays. That's the most against Tampa by any opposing pitcher. Carlos Pena grounded to second. Alex Cora, a little bobble there. Pena saved. Error Cora. Inning continues. They always make you pay for when you make a play like that. Wakefield, the wild pitch gets by Kevin Cash. Carl Crawford scores. Rays a 1-0 lead. Out of the bottom of the 4th, tied at 1. Deano Navarro shoots 1 into right. That's going to score Evan Longoria from second. The Rays had a 2-1 lead. Longoria had himself quite the ball game, as you'll see. But in the top of the 6th, first and second, now J.D. Drew and Manny Ramirez, you see, 636 combined against Matt Garza. But not on this night. Garza induces the weak broken bat flyout from Drew. There's 2 down, the next batter. And, well, lately this is Manny being Manny. He's going to foul out to first. Garza through the middle of the order, the heart of the order, unscathed. Garza still in the game at the top of the 7th. There's Longoria. What a diving stop to rob Cora of the hit. Gets some nice help at first base on the scoop by Carlos Pena. Garza, 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. Top of the 8th, first and second. Again, it's Drew. But this time the pitcher's different. It's J.P. Howell. The result pretty much the same. Strikes out looking. 2 down. After Manny Ramirez walked to load him up, Grant Balfour facing Mike Lowell. And Lowell grounds to short. Jason Barton will throw him out. Rays get out of another jam. How good is their bullpen been? More on their closer coming up shortly, because it's not Balfour, or at least it was on this night. Boston trailing 3-1. Balfour gets Kevin Youkilis, Brandon Moss, and where's the captain? There he is, Jason Varitek. See you later. Balfour strikes out the side. The Rays extend their lead on Boston to 2.5 game catch. And at number 1, you weren't. You were number 2. The Red Sox and Rays, it's Longoria, the diving stop, and the throw. One thing to make the stop, still got to make the throw. Longoria does everything well. Sort of. It's the Trop at St. Pete. Sold out. Rays looking to sweep the Red Sox, open up a 3.5 game division lead in the process. Dustin Pedroia just can't get the guy out. Here at the top of the 1st, that's his 9th home run. He had 8 all of last season. I said he can't get him out. Just ask Scott Kazmir. 11 for 19 career against Kazmir. Making 12 for 20 now. That's a triple in the 3rd. Top of the 5th. Here's Pedroia making 13 for 21 against Kazmir. .619 batting average. He had a home run, triple, and double his first 3 at-bats. Bottom 7, Rays were down 4-1. Akinori Iwamura They're going to call that an infield single. Jason Bartlett scores, and okay, it's 4-2. So had a Craig Hansen with the bases loaded, nobody out. He walks Carlos Pena. Rays are down 4-3, and the Brooms are back. Next batter, Evan Longoria. This guy's for real. A 2-run double to left center. He had 3 hits and 3 RBIs. He has 18 RBIs in his last 15 games, and the Rays take the lead. Staying in the 7th, an inning that seemed to last forever. Javier Lopez pitching and Jason Bartlett hitting. He's got a 7-game hitting streak. 2 more score, and it's 7-4 Tampa Bay. Top of the 8th, Pedroia needs a single for the cycle. What are you doing? Stop it first. You can't do that, of course.
That's Rick Davis.
He'll take the RBI double. Julio Lugo scores. Pedroia 4 for 5. Home run triple, 2 doubles. His 4th 4-hit game of the season. Top 9, Dan Wheeler on to close it out with no Troy Percival. And Kevin Youkilis, the drive to deep center. What a grab by B.J. Upton. Goes as a sac fly at 7-6. Jason Varitek with Mike Lowell running. They had the hit and run on, and Varitek fouls one off. Later in the at-bat, hit and run is on again. And this time they don't hit really or run. Varitek the swing and miss. Lowell is thrown out by Deano Navarro. And then the at-bat would continue, and Wheeler would strike out Varitek looking. Rays 6 in the 7th to get the sweep before Longoria could crush the spread. He talked it over with our Aaron Andrews.
His Rays putting their 4-game win streak on the line against the Royals. Bottom 1, Rays up 1-0. Carlos Pena pops up in foul territory. John Buck going after it, can't make the play, runs over the cameraman in the Royals dugout. And check this out. This is Tom, the cameraman's view of Buck right at it. After a Carlos Pena single scored Carl Crawford, your next batter is Longoria. Fouls a pitch off, and it almost hits Tom, the cameraman, again. Watch the ball carom. Tom barely getting out of the way, and he points at the players like, people, enough of this. Rays with a 3-run first. Bottom 5 with 2 aboard. Pena. Tom, the cameraman, doesn't have to worry about that. Off Brian Bannister, his 12th of the season. Pena with his second 5 RBI game this year. Rays take it 11-2, and Tom, the cameraman, survives Tampa's 5th straight. 21 games above 500 view for the first time in franchise history. Andy Sonnenstein 3-0 in his last 6 starts coming in. Top 2 were scoreless. Billy Butler, sharp ground ball to the right side. Akinoru Iwamura. Diving, stopping, and throwing. Testing the adage, good D leads to good O. Bottom 2, Iwamura at the dish, battling Zach Greinke. Iwamura, hard line drive to center. Joey Gathright, solid effort, but the ball gets off the tip of his glove. That'll score 2. Rays up 2-0. Plenty of run support for Sonnenstein. Top 5 with a runner on first. David DeJesus steps in. The comebacker handled by Sonnenstein. He quickly gets it a second to start the 1-6-3 DP. Sonnenstein 7 shutout innings. Bottom 7, Ben Zobrist. That is good wood. His 3rd home run of the season in front of 30,400 strong. The Rays win 3-0. It's Tampa Bay's 8th shutout already this season. Number 6, Royals Rays. Billy Butler, grounder to the right side. Akinoru Iwamura is there. He also drove in 2 in this game. His Rays are the best in all of baseball, getting the win.
Best baseball team resides where? Greater Tampa. You got it. Tampa's 49th home game. They played only 38 on the road, but they're taking advantage of it, and they're doing it with 2 outs. Carlos Pena doubles into the right field corner. 20,005, 8-7 on hand. Better. Tampa, you can do better than that, though. James Shields, he pitched well again. 7 innings, 2 earned, 8 Ks. Then Evan Longoria. Yep. How's 281, 16 homers, 52 RBIs, great defense, cool dude, and no all-star game sound. Sounds crazy to me. Bottom 4, Rays up 5-2, 2 men on, still getting it done with 2 outs. B.J. Upton. That's a fair ball. Shields is the winner. The Rays will go for 4 in a row against Kansas City on Monday, then go to New York. You know, since Barry Melrose was announced as the Lightning head coach in Ware, Tampa, the Rays are 11-1. Melrose might win Coach of the Year in baseball and hockey. Carl Crawford, he steals his 300th career base, and the throw gets away, and Akinoru Iwamura scores. Only the 9th player since 1900 to do so before turning 27. That's quite a fact bar. Top of 7th, Joey Gathright bunts. He doesn't run it out. Deanna Navarro notices that, so he'll get the forced out at second, and he knows since Gathwright's standing next to him, he can't get to first. Gathright was not pulled from the game despite that blunder. Rays down 3-2, more Melrose magic. Carlos Pena at the dish. He ties the game. We go to extra innings. Top of the 10th. Ross Glode, of course you could potentially walk Ross Glode. Next batter, John Buck. Goodbye. 3-run Jackson. Gone. 4th of the year. Royals lead 6-3. Next batter, Mike Aviles. That's another blast. Ray's vision wasn't kind to Tampa on this one. KC wins in 10, 7-4.
20,000 fans in attendance.
Better than the one you were wearing.
It's believed to be the first mustache giveaway in stadium history. Scott Kazmir didn't have to face Giambi. He got the night off, faced Derek Jeter, and faced Alex Rodriguez. Kazmir had 5 strikeouts in the first 2 innings. Bottom of the 3rd, scoreless 2 on, 2 outs, and here's Jeter. The fly to deep right, and Johnny Gomes has it go over his head. Robinson Cano and Jose Molina come around to score. The Yanks take a 2-zip lead. Kazmir went 5, 2 runs, struck out 9. Out of the 7th, Andy Pettit was cruising. Into the 7th, gets Carlos Pena swinging. After B.J. Upton stole a base, he strikes out Evan Longoria swinging. Runners in the corners for Willie Ibar now, and Jeter there deep in the hole. The trademark jump throw, and gets the force at second. Look how, Jeter's in shallow left when he makes the throw. Pettit went 8 strong, no runs. Yanks win in shutout fashion. Well, the Yanks welcome the first-place Rays to the stadium on Support the Stash Day. Gave away 20,000 mustaches in honor of Jason Giambi.
Yeah, the Big G's turned into a fashion icon. I can't believe it. At first it started out, as being something to get Johnny and I going. It's cool. How can you ask for anything at Yankee Stadium and everybody wearing mustaches? How cool is that?
Base. Giambi's mustache is fake.
I didn't know that.
Yanks trying to get him into the All-Star game. I left it home. Giambi, the RBI single, scores Derek Jeter. Meanwhile, Sidney Ponson is pitching mustache-free. Akinori Iwamura strikes out looking in the top of the 3rd. Next batter, Carl Crawford. He also is just browsing. 2 batters later, Carlos Pena is swinging. Nice outing by Ponson. 6 innings, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts. Top of the 6th, Carlos Pena. Up and out. His 14th of the season. Ponson's shutout is over, and the Rays tie the score 1. To the 9th, Justin Christian is pinch running for Jorge Posada on second, and Christian is taking off. He takes off. He didn't want to be the second out at 3rd base, and he was. That was Christian's first Major League stolen base, but Grant Balfour got Cabrera to strike out swinging. Jose Molina would fly out to end the inning. No opportunity there. Bottom of the 10th, Bobby Abreu to right center. Derek Jeter coming around first to score. The Yanks win 2-1. It's Abreu's first walk-off hit as a Yankee. But he doesn't have a mustache.
Now to baseball. Indians hosting the Rays. Tampa trying to stop a 4-game losing streak. Rays starter James Shield very good at the Trop, not so good on the Road. First inning, Johnny Peralta fly ball to right. It's not a can of corn, but you'd think Johnny Gomes could come up with it. He doesn't. Ben Francisco scores. Peralta given a double, 1-0 Indians. In the 3rd, do it for Johnny. Johnny Peralta, a 2-run blast, his 15th of the season. Shields, 10 hits, 5 earned in 6 innings of work, 3-0 Cleveland. During this little bump in the road for Tampa, the 4-game losing streak, just 2 for 34 with men in scoring position. More problems on Friday. In the 3rd, Cliff Lee strikes out P.J. Upton, swinging with a runner at second. 2 innings later, Carl Crawford swinging with the man at second. You see the theme here. Then in the 6th, Deanna Navarro with the man at second. Pops out to right, Cliff Lee, 6 innings. Didn't allow a run, struck out 7. Rays 0 for 7.
All right, the Rays lead the AL with 36 home wins, but Evan Longoria and Tampa on the road in Cleveland. Just 19-24 on the road. They've lost their last 5 and 6 in a row overall, and Jeremy Sowers is taking care of Longoria. DH, Willie Ibar, B.J. Upton 1 for 4, Carlos Pena 1 for 4. Sowers 4 innings, 8 Ks, 7 walks. But the Rays could not get the clutch hit with all those base runners. Scott Kazmir, Tampa ace. Could he stop this losing streak? Bottom 5, 2-2 game. Johnny Peralta, our SportCenter home run counter, up to 3. You'll see every Sunday home run hit right here on SportCenter during this show. Andy Marte, first home run this year, 7th career. And the Indians, winners, 5-2. They sweep Tampa. Tampa's lost 7 in a row. Peter Gammons, should they be concerned?
Bottom 1. Second and third, nobody out. A.J. Burnett in a bit of a jam, but he works out of it, freezing B.J. Upton. And then later in the inning, Evan Longoria, the all-star, not there. Burnett 6 strikeouts on the day. Bottom 7, still 1-0. Eric Hinsky checked his swing. Mike Everett says no. That's ball 4, take your base. So Tampa Bay with a runner aboard, 2 outs. Wouldn't you know it, the next batter, Ben Zobrist. First pitch of the AB, 2-run shot. And the Rays have a 2-1 lead. Top 8. Jays with the tying run 90 feet away, but J.P. Howell gets Marco Scutaro. That won't score the run. 2 down now. Bring on Grant Balfour, who is tremendous, picks up his 4th save. There he gets Alex Rios. And yes, the Rays battle back and end the losing streak. Back to the ball yard. The first place Rays hosting the Jays. That's Roy Halladay. 3-0. .72 his last 3 starts. Bottom 6 in some trouble, though. A couple of men aboard, nobody out. The swinging bunt by Carl Crawford. Halladay let it go, pick it up. He thinks it's foul, but uh-oh, it's ruled a fair ball. Wait just a minute. What exactly happened? It looked like the ball actually changed directions. Well, oh, that's why, because there's a rock on the field. Can I get the groundskeeper on line 1, please? Cito Gaston comes out to argue there's a rock on the field. So now a heap of trouble. Bases loaded, 1 out. And oh, that's smart. It's Evan Longoria off his left foot. What hurts more than that? Oh, you do it again in the same at bats. This is one tough kid. He steps back in, and on the 10th pitch of the AB, Longoria with his first career grand slam. 17th home run of the year. Said it was definitely one of my prouder at-bats. I don't doubt it. Rays win 6-4.
For baseball, Rays hosting the Jays. Saturday's hero Evan Longoria trying to help his team stay atop the AL East. Bottom 3, Longoria, peace. His 18th jack of the season, and the fans love it, especially the ladies love it. The game tied at 3. Next batter, Carlos Pena. Stop it, yo. Yard. 15th homer of the year. 3rd time this season the Rays have gone back-to-back. They're up 4-3, and their dugout is pumped, geeked, excited. Which word do you like best? Pumped, geeked, or?
Geeked at the moment.
All right, that's, all right, that's geek. Works. Top 5, 2 on. Toronto's Marco Scutaro, though, as cool as the other side of the pillow. 3-run shot, 4th homer of the year. Tampa Bay has lost 8 of its last 10 games. Jays win it 9-4.
Oakland scored 0 runs in the opener against Tampa Bay. They've lost 5 in a row. Top 4, 2 men on for Jack Hanahan, and that is deep, and that's a home run. I love when Hanahan brings the animals there on Letterman.
Oh, that's always good times. The monkey runs all over the place.
3-1 lead. Then Akinora Iwamura hits a blooper to center. Carlos Gonzalez is bloop-proof, apparently. Excellent stop. Whee! Full extension and sticks the landing. How was that? Good? I'm trying. Bottom 6 team score, 1 out. Carlos Pena tries the bunt. Hanahan, bare hand pickup, throws him out. Athletics blow this one open, win it. 8-1, the losing streak is finished. A's and Rays, kids like the rhymes and the baseball. All of Tampa and St. Pete agog over the Rays' success. They got a half-game lead there in the AL East. James Shields in the 4th gets Jack Cuss. Emil Brown, no trouble. Carlos Gonzalez. Shields strikes out the side, had 7 strikeouts in this game. Bottom 5, Rays still trailing, though, 2-0. Johnny Gomes says, well, I think we're tied. That's off Greg Smith. It is 2-2. Gomes 8th of the season. Next batter, Ben Zobrist, deep as well. Solo home run. The Rays take a 3-2 lead after back-to-back dingers by the 8 and 9 hitters in the lineup. Outstanding. Top 9. Rays still lead by 1. Troy Percival needs to get 2 outs. Bobby Crosby there is the last one. Shields improves to 5-1 his last half-dozen starts by going 8 1/3. 4-3 is your final.
So with a victory, Tampa Bay takes over sole possession of first place. Edwin Jackson on the bump. Mr. Jackson if you're nasty, and, well, he was just that. Ask John Buck. Bottom 5, 2-0 Tampa Bay, but here come the Royals. Oh, Billy Butler heating up. the kid with his 5th home run of the year. First hit of the game for KC, and it's a 2-1 ball game. Bottom 6 now 3-1, and there is Mr. Buck connecting for his 7th. Jackson, 5 innings, 2 hits, 2 earned, 2 strikeouts. Makes it a 3-2 game. Bottom 7, Esteban Herman to second. Force out, threat averted. And the Rays do take over first place with a... How about the Rays and Royals? Scott Kazmir, ERA just under 6 lifetime against KC, but don't tell that to Esteban Herman. And then the rains came in the 5th inning. About an hour, 13 minutes. Kazmir back to pitch after the delay. Paging Dr. Andrews, Dr. James Andrews. Jose Guillen singles off of Kazmir. That'll plate Mark Grudzielanek and tie it at 2. Kazmir done after 5. 7 hits, 2 runs, 5 strikeouts. In the 8th, B.J. Upton, little pop fly. Mark Grudzielanek, absolutely no idea where this baseball is. Well, now it's on the turf. Aki Iwamura held at 3rd. Still 2 out in the inning. Next batter is Carl Crawford. Slices one. Herman going to try and make a play and end the inning. Cannot quite hold on, so the Rays still with a shot. Wouldn't you know it, Crawford makes it stick. Second triple of the game scores Upton and Iwamura, and the Rays win it 5-3. So they...
3rd straight loss. He's down 2 out, 1 on, bottom 5. David DeJesus, right field corner. Mike Avila's going to try and score all the way from first. Clearly, he's wearing his PF Flyers. Was he fast enough? Akinora Iwamura, the cutoff. Sean Riggins can't make the tag in time. Take a look. Avila scores. He homered earlier this. He touches home first. 3-0. Sonnenstein 5 earned, 6 2/3. Royal starter Kyle Davies said he's buying Ron Mayhay dinner afterwards. Here's why. Mayhay replacing Davies. He's with 2 on in scoring position, no outs, and he K'd Carlos Pena. Got Willie Ibar to pop out, and he gets Johnny Gomes there. Mayhay gets the job done. Billy Butler been getting it done. Sent to the minors in May. He's been back in the big league in a big way. Leaves a dent in the foul pole, the home run there, and the Royals win it 6-1.
Rays, Jays in Toronto, Tampa Bay still holding a lead in the AL, slim as it may be. Top first, A.J. Burnett gets off to a good start. Strikes out Carl Crawford. Burnett strikes out the first 3 batters of the game. Top third, Burnett now in trouble. Bases are chucked. We got nobody out. Evan Longoria missing. So one we got. After an RBI ground out, making it 1-zip. The Floyd goes down swinging, so Burnett gets out of the inning, giving up just 1. That's just a nick. Could have been much worse. Into the 5th. Jays down 1-0. Matt Stairs going upstairs. Get eat off James Shields. Wow. Blue Jays go up 2-1. Stairs. That's Barry Melrose Canada power right there. Top 7, 1 out. Runners on the corners. Burnett right there. Longoria. It's a little 6-4-3. No pickle for you, huh? Burnett, 7 innings pitch, 10 Ks, 1 run. Jays when it helps.
Rays and Blue Jays, Rod Barajas over the 3rd. Evan Longoria has all 5 tools. 2 of them on display right there, the glove and the arm. And the Jays take this one 3-1, despite Mr. Longoria's feats at 3rd.
Okay, well, the theme continues.
Number 3, Rays Blue Jays. Alex Rios grounding it to 3rd. Ball skips off the bag. Evan Longoria, great play to make the grab, get the out at first, and his AL East best Rays get the victory 3-0.
All right, what 66 wins, as many as they had all of last year, would also give them a sweep of the Tigers. Fun began in the 9th. Tigers down 4-3. Curtis Granderson says, not anymore. Off Troy Percival, Granderson's 12th. That tied the game at 4. The rules dictate they play until someone wins, so they went to extra innings. Top 10, Miguel Cabrera leading off and teeing off. Solo shot for him, his 20th, and the Tigers go up 5-4. Bottom 10 now, Tigers up 5-4. Fernando Rodney facing Jason Bartlett. Bartlett tries to lay down the bunt, but gets hit by the pitch on his index finger. You see it a little bit better there. Splits his nail.
Stop.
Bleeding. Sean Riggins.
I don't want to hear it.
Substitutes for Bartlett. First pitch to Riggins, and he gets nailed in the chest. He said it wasn't the best way to get the runner over, but it worked. Now that is taking one for the team. Right in the chest. Riggins will be okay. 2 batters later, Carl Crawford's up with the bases loaded, and that'll get through. Willie Ibar coming around to tie the game at 5. Joe Madden said, I love the way we didn't give up. 2 batters later, bases loaded for Carlos Pena, and Rodney gives up the walk and the game. Madden called it inspirational.
He wins at 89-68.
Number 9, Tigers and Rays. Placido Polanco, that's popped up behind home plate. Deanna Navarro's got the mask off. And he slides and makes the grab. And the Rays keep right on rolling. They win at 6-5 in extras to sweep the tie.
What about the first place Tampa Bay Rays? Joe Madden and the boys hosting the Indians. Matt Garza getting the start for Tampa Bay. Top of the fifth, tied at 2, runner on. David DeLucci crushes one. That's his 100th career home run. The Tribe enjoying a 4-2 lead. Cliff Lee on the mound for the Indians. The guy is money at night. How about 11-0 in night games? Well, Lee in a jam. First, Akinori Iwamura, infield single. Next batter is B.J. Upton. That's going to single and barely get out of the infield. So it's not like they're exactly tagging the guy. First and second, no outs. Carlos Pena, he doesn't exactly drill it. It's a pop-up, shallow left, 1 down. Next batter is Evan Longoria. Well, he gives it a pretty good ride. 2 outs in the inning. And here's your next batter now with first and third. Deanna Navarro grounds one to second. Well, that's where Asdrubal Cabrera is. Lee, 7 innings, 2 earned, 15th win. Now 12-0 on the season at...
Number 6, Indians and Rays. Ben Francisco likes this pitch. B.J. Upton follows it all the way, and Upton makes the catch. Nice run and catch by Upton. He's been doing this all year for the Rays. Great defense. No kidding. All right, the baseball game of the day, Tampa Bay and the Indians. Scott Kazmir won in his last 3 starts. ERA just over 2. Franklin Gutierrez off of Kazmir. Indians up 1-0. Gutierrez's 5th home run of the season. First career leadoff homer. Indians down 3-1. Kazmir having issues. Johnny Peralta. Indians got the lead of 3-2. Peralta's 19th homer of the year. 9th career homer against Tampa Bay. Most against any opponent. Tie game, Andy Marte. Peralta and Shin-Soo Choo beating the relay throw home and scores. Indians lead 5-3. Kazmir hasn't gone more than 5 2/3 in 7 of his last 9 starts. But Joe Madden says he's not concerned about it. Lasted just 4 1/3 in this one. Indians up 5-4. Peralta does that. Needs a triple for the cycle. He'll take the double. Jamie Carroll will score. Carroll will score on that. It's a tie game. Actually, Indians go up 6-4. Peralta 5 for 5. Rays down 3. Jason Barton leads off the inning with a double. And the next batter is Eric Hinsky, and he does that as well. The double, Bartlett would score. Rays down 7-5. Here comes Tampa. They've been doing this a lot all year long. Next up, Gabe Gross. No doubt. Off of Mojica. Gross's 8th home run of the season, tying the game at 7. That would be all for Mojica. Mesa Kobayashi would replace him, and Akinori Iwamura grounds to first. Kobayashi late to cover first. Iwamura barely beats it out. Big play. Next batter, Ben Zobrist, and Kobayashi walks him. And that would set up the drama, the anticipation for Carlos Pena and the hot Rays.
The pitch to Pena. Swinging a fly ball, deep right field, way back and gone! Rays win! Rays win! Rays win! Another improbable win for this Rays team.
Carlos Pena's 5th career walk-off home run caps a 6-run bottom 9th as the Rays get their 9th walk-off.
Taking on the Mariners after Raul Ibanez put it on them on Thursday night. Top second, Carlos Pena putting it on Seattle off Carlos Silva. Number 21 for Pena, and the Rays go up 1-0 just like that. We move to the 3rd, game tied at 2-2 on. Carl Crawford up. Now this looks like it should be a pretty routine play, but Yuniesky Betancourt not exactly on target with the throw. Bill Walton couldn't have caught that. 2 score, Rays go up 4-2. Next batter, Pena with a base hit, and Crawford, he runs well. Beats the throw home, Rays go up 5-2. Top 8, Mariners down 5-3. Deanna Navarro, that is well hit. But there's Ibanez again. Walk off on Thursday, great catch on Friday. Bottom 9, Troy Percival trying to close it. Strike 1 from Vladimir Valentin. Breaking ball for strike 2.
Oh, that's a buckler right there.
And then the fastball, strike 3. Percival's first 3 pitches to get the K-Rays win 5-3. No fading for them. They've won 10 of 14.
First place Rays, 1 win shy of their franchise best. They're going for number 70 in Seattle. Ichiro in the 8th of a 1-run game. Singles in. Miguel Cairo ties it at 7. To the 10th they go. Bases loaded. Great chance for Eric Hinsky, and Hinsky lines one that is, it's caught by Yuniesky Betancourt. Top play nominee still tied. Bases loaded for Adrian Beltre in the bottom of the 10th.
Beltre to third, third to home, home to first. Do they get Adrian? Yes, they do. And, well, he can't believe it. These two teams leave 25 on base in the game. Top 11 runner on third, Dioner Navarro facing Miguel Batista. That is a long fly ball, long enough anyway to score Ben Zobrist. Troy Percival slams the door in the bottom of the inning. The Rays win their 3.5.
It's a walk-off win again. Another improbable win for this Rays team. Rays win! Rays win! Rays win!
Tampa, Florida. It's been voted one of America's cleanest cities, one of the top outdoors cities, a top city for 20-somethings. One thing Tampa has never been thought of is a baseball city. One remarkable season, like the one the Rays are having now, will not change that identity, but it has changed the franchise from being a punchline to being a tough out. At Fenway Park not that long ago, I heard a Sox fan applaud a Yankees win when New York beat Tampa Bay. That, you can bet, had never happened before. Neither has this. A win Sunday by the Rays in the Great Northwest against the not-so-great Seattle will be the club's 71st win, and that would be a franchise record. Top two, I know a cat named Way Out Willie. Willie Ibar, 3-run shot off R.A. Dickey, his 5th. He hit 2 in this game. It's 3-0. Rocco Baldelli's in for Carl Crawford. More on that momentarily. First start of the season, and he's got the RBI single. First RBI of the season. Rays 4-1. Top 5, 5-1. Eric Hinsky, weak chopper. And, well, this is kind of a microcosm of the way things have gone for the Rays and also the way they've gone for the Mariners. R.A. Dickey, he tries to blow the ball foul. Then Adrian Beltre just slaps it. It's fair. And 2 batters later, Sean Riggins, you talk sunshine, hot breathe fire. 3-run shot, his 5th. Rays up 8-1. Bottom 5, Brian LaHare facing Edwin Jackson and Baldelli. He called it a fall as opposed to calling it a diving catch. You know, injuries and his body not responding properly had him wondering if he'd ever play again. He played well, and the Rays, they win 11-3, 71st win. First season in franchise history, 98, 99 losses. In 99 and 2000, Tampa Bay wins 69 games each season, finished last in the division every season through 03. 2004, Lou Piniella came to town. Club cracked the 70-win mark and finished 4th in the 5-team division. This year, with the Devil no longer part of its moniker, Tampa Bay has become bedeviling. 71 wins, a franchise best with 45 games left to play. All right, we mentioned Carl Crawford not in Sunday's game, not even in Seattle. The face of the franchise on the 15-day disabled list after injuring his hand in Saturday's game against the M's. ESPN's Buster Olney says best case scenario, he's out 2 to 3 weeks.
Well, the Rays merrily rolling through August, leading the East 3 games and holding. Brad Ziegler drove the stadium in an Indy car with Davey Hamilton. They're promoting the big race coming up in Sonoma County. Joe Madden, the Rays, trying to find some offense, replace Carl Crawford and Evan Longoria. That'll do it right there. Carlos Pena, you know, you don't have to be as fast as an Indy car after a home run. You just got to keep turning left, though. His 22nd, then Eric Patterson, base hit down the right field line in the 5th. Bobby Crosby, Jack Hanahan scores, so 2-0 game is now knotted at 2. Top 7, same numbers, runners on the corner. Then Zobrist rips a double down the left field line. All right, round of third, head for home. Brown-eyed handsome man, and just like that, Tampa's up 3-2. Now you got to save to close it off. Troy Percival in for the save. Rajay Davis, no outs. Now we got 1 out. That's out number 25. Number 26, number 27 came just fine, and the Rays win again, 3-2. A's, Tampa winning its 2nd straight series in Oakland this season. Thursday going for a sweep. A's reliever Brad Ziegler, Major League Baseball record, 39 straight scoreless innings to begin his career. Top 9 were tied at 4 with 1 on. B.J. Upton doubles to the corner. Akinori Iwamura will score. Save that baseball. We may have to actually cancel the plaque for Ziegler. We'll see if the kid bounces back from this heartbreak. Rays led 5-4. Bottom 9, Mark Ellis bunting to advance the runner. Troy Percival fields it, chases down the man, but had to leave the game with a strained right knee. Later in the 9th, A's still down the run. Runner on second, 2 outs. 2-out hits will get you to heaven. Frank Thomas knocks that one down. Cliff Pennington, thought he was a Dolphin. Whatever, he scores. We go to extras tied at 5. We're threatening. Santi Garcia's pitch gets away. And Kurt Suzuki goes right back to him. And Rocco Baldelli, your host. You're done. Get out. You're back. Top 12, we're still tied at 5. Carlos Pena. Oh, well, who's getting that? That one ain't bouncing back at you. 23rd homer of the season for Pena, and the Rays go on to win it 7-6.
AL East leading Tampa Bay and Texas, wrapping up a 10-game road trip. Something in this highlight we haven't seen in a long time. Time 3, B.J. Upton back in the lineup after Joe Madden benched him on Friday for not hustling. Upton 3 for 5. He drove in 3. 2 batters later, Carlos Pena. He's got 6 homers in his last 11 games. A 3-run shot here is his 25th. It's 4-0. Bottom 3, second and third, Marlon Byrd. Pena now 4 homers in his last 5. And look at this from the former Northeastern Husky great. Now watch this scenario. Rays up 7-3, bottom 9. The bases are loaded. Brad Balfour is the pitcher. There are 2 outs. They're 1 out away from leading with a win. But Joe Madden orders an intentional walk with the bases loaded to Josh Hamilton. That scores Chris Davis. So Texas within 3. And keep in mind, Madden gambling here. He brings the winning run to the plate. Buck Showalter did that with Barry Bonds in 1998. Dan Wheeler puts out the fire, and Tampa wins for the 16th time in their last 22 games. What do you see?
It's the Angels and the Rays. Eric Hinske, scoreless game, bottom 2. Hinske in the box. Loves the pitch by John Garland. Deep, out, gone. 2-run shot, number 19 on the year. 3rd homer in his last 5 games. 2-0 Tampa. Bottom 3 now 2-1. Runner on Cliff Floyd. Impressive. His 9th of the year. That matched his total of all of 2007. 4-1 Tampa. And, yeah, you could call him fantastic. Later in the inning, runner on first, 2 out. Hinske. That'll work. But what's up with Vlad Guerrero? This is something you don't see often. Like never. Willie Abar scores. It's 5-1 Tampa. And apparently every one of the 16,000 brought a sign. Take another look. Like I said, under the glove. Yikes. Bottom 4, still 5-1. Runner on first. B.J. Upton needs to focus. He focused too much on the ball he thought was going to be a home run. It was not. He watched it for a while. Juan Rivera throws towards second. Mark Teixeira tags out Upton. Upton has been benched several times in the past 2 weeks. Joe Madden, what's up?
That's a mental mistake for me right there. That's not a lack of effort. And then again, it's an assumption. And that's part of our game that I want to get rid of. I want our whole organization to get rid of that. The assumption I would like to make is that you could take an extra base, or you could do something more, not something less.
Upton would not be benched there. He'd stay in the game. Top 8. Angels now down 1, runner on 1 out. Juan Rivera, 6-4-3 double play. The Rays find a way to win this thing 6-4. The Angels have lost 4 of 5. And yes, it must have been fan night in Tampa.
Angels and Rays. B.J. Upton apologized Tuesday for his mental lapse on the bases. Some would call that just not hustling. He said there's no excuse for it. It can't happen, especially in the middle of a pennant race. Well, Vlad Guerrero, he doesn't have to run all out because all in home runs, you can trot. It's off James Shields, his 23rd of the season, 1-zip Angels. Later in the frame, runners on first and second. Juan Rivera, base hit up the middle. Here's Upton charging Torrey Hunter. They're trying to score. Torrey Hunter, you're out by a bunch. Throwing is one of the 5 tools, and Upton, nice ovation showing off the arm there. Bottom 6, Rays trailing 2-0. Irvin Santana was spectacular, and there we go. Upton the chopper. Mark Teixeira throws to Santana covering. No, can't make the play. Upton called safe. Howie Kendrick, though, backing up the throw, tags Upton. He's called out by Jerry Meals. Jason Bartlett has scored in the play, so it's 2-1. Madden says, listen, I got Anderson's glasses on. They give me x-ray vision. I saw it perfectly. Madden, what happened? You're tossed.
That call can't happen. That is a fabricated call. I don't know what he saw. The rule book is very plain on it. There was nowhere near the rule book interpretation of that being an attempt to go to second base. It's in a crucial part of the game. You got to pin it in the balance, and to make that call at that point, a fabricated call for me, cannot happen.
I'll be honest, glasses aside, I think he was correct there. It didn't look like he tried to make an attempt to go over to second. Bottom 8, Rays still trailing 2-1. The bases are chucked for Carlos Pena. Darren Oliver, that's ball 4 to Pena. Gabe Gross scores. Got to scratch him out however you can. We're tied at 2. 2 batters later with 2 outs. 2-out hits will get you to heaven. Willie Ibar, base knock. Bartlett will score. Akinor Iwamura scores. Rays go on to win it 4-2. Come back from 2-0 down. Tough it out. And they are field just 5. Together that was 10. But anyway, Rays a chance to sweep both home series from the AL West leading Angels. This is Angels down 3-1. Eric Ibar in the gap off Matt Garza. Jeff Mathis will score. Sean Figgins were tied at 3. They'd add another one, so 4-3 at the end of the frame. They'd carry that lead all the way into the 8th when the Rays, how scrappy are they? Good fight from this team, right? Carlos Pena Other way, off the wall, B.J. Upton will score easily. Rays tie it at 4. Top 9, same numbers. The bases are loaded for Garrett Anderson. Grounds it hard to Akinori Iwamura. Now, originally they go hit, they go air. They're going to finally say it's a hit. Anderson extends his hitting streak to 23 games. Mark Teixeira scores 5 for Angels. Bring in K-Rod, 47 saves this season. That ties his career high. 10 off the Major League record. Jason Bartlett, down he goes. So Rodriguez picks up his 48th. Now the most ever in his career in one season. Tampa loses 5-4. Anderson clutch.
AL Central going in anyway and hosting AL East leading Tampa Bay with John Danks on the mound. Top 2, Ben Zobrist. Danks coming back home to get Rocco Baldelli just in time. Yes, he got him. One more look. Danks just able to beat Rocco into the plate for the top play nominee in the whole thing. Deanna Navarro. Willie Ibar is on third. Ibar will tag Carlos Quentin and will throw, and A.J. Przinsky will hold on. He's out at the plate. Top 7. Jason Bartlett, since he got healthy again and went back there at shortstop, they have really gone. Left center, Navarro scores. Rays take a 3-2 lead as Danks allows 3 runs on 7 hits and 6 1/3. Now to that Rays bullpen. The depth has been tested all year long, and so far so good. Grant Balfour, the big Aussie on, relieving Edwin Jackson, gets Quentin in the 7th, and then Jermaine Dye. Tampa Bay has won 10 of 13, although Nick Swisher homered in his 4th straight game for Chicago. This is a Rays 9-4 win.
Trying to sweep Ozzie Guillen and the White Sox. Bottom 4, White Sox down 3-2 to these pesky Rays, but Jim Thome. Career homer, 534. That ties him with Jimmy Fox, 15th all-time. He turns 38 on Wednesday. White Sox up then, but down now in the 9th, 5-4. Tampa Bay looking for some insurance. B.J. Upton, tough break here. If that ball doesn't bounce over, that would have scored a run. Instead, after an intentional walk to Carlos Pena, Bobby Jenks, having a real good year out of the pen, gets Rocco Baldelli, who had homered earlier. White Sox still down by only 1. Bottom 9, 1 out, Ken Griffey Jr. Only his 3rd extra base hit in 55 White Sox at bats, hitting .255. But he's on second. Brian Anderson pinch runs. 2 outs now, the 3-2 pitch to Paul Konerko. We're going to take a chance, but Anderson is out by 25 feet. No! Couple of short hops, and Sean Riggins can't hold on with Anderson barreling in on him, and the White Sox tie the game at 5. Bottom 10, A.J. Przinsky on first, Carlos Quentin fly ball. B.J. Upton, benched last week for not hustling here, just a little lackadaisical. His concentration just slipped. You saw Carlos Pena get the ball in, get the ball in. Przinsky tags from first in the fly ball. He's now the winning run on second. However, oh boy, bad base running here. Now he's in a pickle. What can I do to get out of this? Pray. Yeah, or stick out your left arm and try to sell an obstruction call. And Doug Eddings is going to buy it. He was the home plate umpire back in the 2005 ALCS in Game 2. The short hop play, Przinsky went to first. Angels jogging off the field. They go on to win that game, even the series, go on to win the World Series. Oh, Joe Madden can't believe it. It's a dicey call, but obstruction is called. 2 batters later, the 26-year-old born in Cuba, Alexi Ramirez, wins the game with that single to right. A.J. Przinsky, the man in the middle, scores the winning run. What happened at second, A.J.?
B.J. Upton, cool. He's not hitting .455 against me. He's done. Bottom 2, same numbers, 2 on, 2 out. Halliday gets Dave Gross swinging. In the 3rd, another 2 out, 2 on situation, but Lyle Overbet comes through here. 2-run base knock. 3-0 Jays. In the 6th, the bases are loaded. Rays down 3. Eric Hinsky coming up clutch against Doc Halliday. That'll score a pair. Rays 3-2. They're behind just 1. So Cheese gets a little more binding, but Riggins goes down. Halliday 6 innings pitched, 2 earned, and Walk Kennedy struck out 7. And he starts against the Jays. That's covered 16 and 2/3 innings, and well, had a couple of innings on there. Matt Stairs, nothing. Top 3rd were scoreless, 2 on, 2 out. Willie Ibar comes up with a nice play. Alex Rios, that's a tough out for him. David Percy. Got a 6'5", size 18 shoe, which would be great if you could pitch with your feet, but his arm's good too. It's Jason Bartlett. Akinori Iwamura goes down swinging as well. Percy struck out 11 Rays in 8 innings, but he was nicked here in the 4th. First pitch, Carlos Pena, towering solo home run. I mean, you're that big, you throw that hard, you're going to get turned around sometime and go a long way. Pena's 27. In the 5th, Garza just merrily cruising along. Rod Barajas. Yeah. Next up, John McDonald. A lot of scorelessness going on for Garza. He just continues on, huh? 7 2/3 innings pitched, struck out 5. Top of the 8th, 1-zip race. Garza replaced by Grant Balfour after two-out walks in the inning, but he gets Adam Lynn, so Garza's goose eggs just continue on. Now 3 straight starts where they haven't touched him. Blue Jays down to their last out in the 9th. Barajas crushes one. Justin Ruggiano on his horse at the wall. Love me.
At first, I thought it was gone when he hit it. I knew he put a pretty good one on it. Last home series, I let a ball drop in front of me that I could have made a diving catch or attempted to make a diving catch for. And he said, you know, don't ever play scared. Go out there, play every day, hard, and go for everything as hard as you can. So, you know, it stuck with me.
Oh, and there you go, Ruggiano. Now you're a big leaguer. Yep. Why doesn't anybody ever really use, you know, like a real pie? That'd be awesome. Stings the nostril. Ran a game at the Trop. For this one, 14,039 to see him take on the Jays, and still 48 home wins, best in the American League. Joe Inglet, liner down the left field line. Look at Eric Hinsky, full extension, good defensive effort. That helps out your starter, Edwin Jackson. That'll also get your top play nominee. Now, Blue Jays starting pitcher Jesse Litch used to be a bat boy there in Tampa Bay when they were the Devil Rays, and here he gets good help. Look at John McDonald's diving stop, flips to Marco Scudero to get the out. That's why you hook your glove over the handlebar of your bike when you ride to the diamond every day. Bottom 3rd, 1-zip Rays. Cliff Floyd takes Litch. Well, that's as long as it doesn't hit any lights or any scaffolding, that's a home run. 10th of the year for Floyd. 2-0 Rays. Now it's 3-2 in the 9th. She's a little more binding. Dan Wheeler in to close, and Scudero lines out to end the game. The Rays 3-2, 81st win. So for the first time, they are a certified 500 ball.
5,000 at the Trop. Rays hosting Baltimore. Nice job. Bottom 6, Carlos Pena to center field. Akinora Iwamura, BJ Upton coming, and the Rays down 2 have come back to tie it at 7. 8-8, bottom 7. They're loaded for the pride of Rhode Island. Rocco Baldelli, who gets plunked. That brings in the go-ahead run. It's 9-8 Rays. Now Dan Wheeler on to close in the 9th. That Rays bullpen, the depth tested all year long, has passed most tests, not this one. 2 outs. Nick Markakis is 18th, and the O's down to their final out, tie it at 9. Wheeler's 3rd blown save in 13 chances. Bottom 9, it's Rocco again. Off Rocky, Cherry, down the left field line. They're going to wave Pena all the way from first, and the Rays win 10-9. Rocco Baldelli, 294, 2 homers, 6 RBIs in 12 games since coming off the DL. Tampa, a major league best.
And coming in number 1, Yanks and Rays, and Alex Rodriguez deep to center. But the ballpark in Tampa, St. Pete.
St. Pete
will hold it. What a grab by B.J. Upton at the wall.
In St. Pete. Rays and Yankees, leaders and chasers. Game 2 of their series at the Trop. Top 3rd, Yanks lead 2-1. A-Rod facing Edwin Jackson. It's by a diving Jason Bartlett. Bobby Abreu will score. A-Rod's going up a 2nd with a double, and it's 3-1 Yankees. And now we'll go to the 9th because that's when the fun starts. Yanks up 6-3. Alex Rodriguez again at the dish facing Troy Percival with a man on, and that is a deep shot to left field. Fair or foul? Look at A-Rod stare it down. Greg Gibson rules it a home run, 8-3 Yanks, right? Well, Joe Madden comes out to argue, and we have our first major league use of instant replay. 3 of the umps go off the field, they convene at the video equipment, they look at it, and they go, sure enough, it hits past the foul pole, off the catwalk. That's a home run. Charlie Rutherford comes out and says, there you go. He looked at it for 2 minutes, 15 seconds. The whole process took about 3.5 minutes of A-Rod. Yankees a chance to finish off a much-needed sweep over the division-leading Rays. Where? St. Pete. You got it. Darryl Rasner on the bump, and here in the 2nd gets touched up by Gabe Gross. It's going to rattle around there in the right field corner. Eric Hinsky scores. Double for Gross. Rays lead 1-zip. Later in the inning, Akinora Iwamura. Little base knock, huh? Run scores. Rays lead 3-0. Yanks going to pull Rasner early. Didn't get out of the 2nd. Billy Ibar with the bases chucked. That's down. 2 will score. Rays lead 5-0. Rasner credited, not sure credit's the right word, for all 5 runs in the inning. Other side, Scott Kazmir pitching for the Rays, 6-1 at home. Kazmir facing Derek Jeter. the captain. It's a little ground ball, but very captainish. Ibar, diving stab, there you go. Offense, defense, getting them both from him. 2 batters later, Xavier Nady at the plate. After a Alex Rodriguez walk, he gets smoked. So the Rays lead 5-0. It's 7-0 into the 9th. Jeter homers. A-Rod backs him up with his 32nd Yanks. Well, they get it to 7-5.
What about the Rays in Toronto taking on the Jays? Had to deal with Roy Halladay. That's Andy Sonnenstein. He leads the Rays in wins. He's one shy of tying Rolando Araujo's club record of 14 set in 1998. Let's check him out in his battle with Halladay. Bottom second, base is loaded. No outs for Lyle Overbay. B.J. Upton can't make the catch. Vernon Wells and Adam Lynn score. Sonnenstein, 6 innings work, 4 runs. Game tied at 2 at that point. Top third, 2 outs. Here's Halladay. And there goes Carlos Pena. Top 4, Cliff Floyd up. Cliff Floyd down. 7 innings work, 7 Ks for Halladay. Bottom 8, Blue Jays up 4-3. 1 on, 1 out for Alex Rios. 2-run shot, his 13th, and the Blue Jays up 6-3. Top 9 now, 2 on and 2 outs. B.J. Ryan finishing the job. Blue Jays win at 6-4 to extend their season-high winning streak.
To Diana Navarro, other ideas. He's clutch. Up the middle, Fernando Perez, he's fast, he scores. Navarro out at second, but the Rays score 3 in the 9th, and they tie the game at 3. This one goes extras, extra, 13 and 8, top 13. In fact, runner on second, Navarro, proving you don't have to hit the ball really hard, you just got to find the right spot. Can Perez score again? The answer, yes, he can. 4-3 Rays. Bottom 13th, though, still 4-3. Greg Zahn, bases loaded, 2 outs. Grand opening, grand closing. Thank you for coming out. God bless. Good night. Jays have now won 7 straight, 7-4 to final. Tampa's lead shrinking a bit in the East.
Well, Rays also a division leader for now. Matt Garza 3-0, no earned runs in his last 3 starts against Toronto. Rays trying to avoid getting swept for the first time in 8 weeks. He gets Joe Inglet there, and then Marco Scutaro, 94 miles per hour on that one. Top 4, Jays up 1-0. Rookie David Percy doing his thing, too. Carlos Pena, we'll see you. Bottom 5, 2 on, 1 out. Scutaro line drive right to Garza's pitching arm. In time for the out, but he's got a pretty bad bruise. Did return to the game, though. Pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 earned run, and struck out 7. Percy, though, gets Fernando Perez. 8 shutout innings for him. He struck out 7. Top 9, Justin Carlson in for Percy. He gets Willie Ibar looking, and then Carlson gets Fernando Perez. 8 in a row now for the Jays. Their longest win streak since '99.
Boston just a game and a half back at Tampa Bay going into the 3-game series. 3 fans selected to honor the occasion of that consecutive regular season game sellout streak throughout the first pitch. Bottom of the first, David Ortiz made him cheer. 1 on, and Ortiz deep fly off the green monster in left center. That would score Mark Kotsay for the first double for Ortiz, and the Red Sox had a 1-0 lead. Still in that first, Boston's now up 2-0, and they're going to add to that. Jason Bay, a towering shot off Edwin Jackson for Bay's 6th homer with the Sox, 28th overall this season. Boston up 3-0, and they had John Lester dealing, and I mean dealing. Just ask Diana Navarro, swinging on the off-speed stuff. Top of the 4th, gets Carlos Pena on the gas. How about 96 miles an hour? Top of the 7th, still in there, gets Willie Ibar swinging. Now, the Rays announcer, Joe McGrain, had an interesting evening at the old ballpark. Let's go back to the 2nd inning of the game. McGrain, a foul ball headed in his direction, and look out. It's 2-2. Didn't play that great. He's a former pitcher. Now to the 7th, Diana Navarro is going to foul one off, and look out. It's Joe McGrain night at the old ballpark. He really nails him again. To the 8th in the ball game at hand. Rays still down 3-0, but they go 1 on and 2 outs. Carlos Pena shot down the right field line. That's a ground rule double into the seats. With that, Lester's night is over. How about 7 2/3, 6 hits, 9 strikeouts. Jonathan Papelbon called on for a potential 4-out save. Papelbon facing Rocco Baldelli. Baldelli, the tying run at the plate. 2-2 and 2 outs and gets him. How about 97 miles an hour? Red Sox out of the jam, still up 3-0. Papelbon gets Gabe Gross to end the deal. Red Sox trail the Rays by only half a game. crazy game at Fenway Park, and here we go. Top of the third. Boston had a 1-0 lead. Daisuke Matsuzaka trying to field the Akadori Iwamura bunt, and whoops, exactly. Iwamura is safe. Matsuzaka goes down right away, but nowhere even close to the ball. He's going to signal, you're okay, I'm okay, we're all okay. After walking the next 2 straight batters, Matsuzaka facing Cliff Lee with the bases loaded. And, well, they're still going to be loaded now. Hits Floyd. Iwamura scores, ties the game at 1. Rays would add another run on a sac fly. Bottom 8, 3-2 Rays. Jason Bay off Dan Wheeler. You can see Bay saying, get up. It got up over the wall. 3rd straight game with a home run, 29th of the season. Boston a 4-3 lead. In the ninth, Dan Johnson was just called up off Jonathan Papelbon. Get out of town, and he means it. For Johnson, it's his 2nd at bat of the season and his 1st in over 4 months. So we're still in the ninth. Here's Fernando Perez. He drives the Papelbon pitch. That goes high off the monster, goes for a double. The next batter, Deano Navarro. And they're still not done with Papelbon. Navarro now 11 for 26 over his last 6 games. It's a 423 clip. Perez scores in 2nd, and all of a sudden, Tampa Bay has a 5-4 lead. Bottom 9, tying run on 3rd, and Troy Percival gets Coco Crisp to pop out to end it. The Rays come from behind in thrilling fashion, and they win with a brand new hero.
For Tampa, or 2.5 game lead. We go right to the 10th. Kevin Youkilis with 2 on, nobody out. That's a double play. Next batter, Jason Bay. Winning run on 3rd. He can be the hero. Jason Bay was 0 for 7 in this game. Game still tied at 1. Bottom 12. David Ortiz actually trying to bunt for a hit, with the big shift. Just get it down 3rd base, and he's on. However, it goes back to the pitcher. It is ruled a sacrifice. 2nd career, 1st since 01. Again, he was trying to get on. 2 batters later, here's Bay. Already gave away before. He was 0 for 7. He's not getting a hit there. 2 outs. But Alex Cora can be a hero. Is that going to drop? No, it hangs in the air, and we're still tied at 1. Deano Navarro, top of the 13th. Runner on 3rd. He can't get the go-ahead run in. We're still tied at 1. Rays 1 for 35 with runners in scoring position in the series. 0 for 13 in the game until Carlos Pena. 3-run homer. First home run since August 27th, and the Rays have a 4-1 lead. The Red Sox are stunned. Bottom 14, Troy Percival's injury woes continue. The bases are loaded. He walks Ortiz, nobody out. And again, we've seen this multiple times. He comes out of the game while trying to save a game. There's Bay again, bless his heart. He must be the sickest man in America and Canada. And then Alex Cora. So bases loaded, nobody out. They'd get 1 in, but no more. And the Rays win a wild one, 4-2. Carlos Pena.
Well, before the big game on Sunday, let's keep it right there in New England for the big series that just wrapped up. Fernando Vina on loan from baseball tonight. Tuesday, we saw the Rays beat the Red Sox, scoring 2 in the 9th. The encore last night. What a game. It lasted more than 5 hours. Let's get to Fenway. Josh Beckett and the Sox come in a game and a half back of the Rays. Top of the 6th, we're tied at 1. Willie Ibar lines one to center. Jacoby Ellsbury makes a great defense in support of Beckett, who went 6 strong, 1 earned run. Bottom of the 9th, still looking at 1-1. 2 out, runners on 1st and 2nd. Ellsbury, Fernando.
Tremendous play here by Willie Ibar. He could have charged a little bit. I think he was safe at first. Should have charged it through a little harder. But you know what? They got the call, and they got out of the inning, and they continued to try to win this late.
And that was Ellsbury. He's playing in place of the hot-hitting Coco Crisp. So to the 10th we go. Bottom 10, we're still tied at 1. Dustin Pedroia on 3rd, the winning run. Chad Bradford, though. Jason Bay grounds out to short. The Rays are out of a jam.
The Rays defense, Jason Bartlett, so relaxed, so cool, and makes every play.
On to the bottom of the 12th with a runner on 1st. David Ortiz lays down a bunt. J.P. Howell gets to it.
You know, if David Ortiz is bunting, something may be wrong with his wrist, bother him a little bit. That big guy can flat out win it with 1 swing of the bat.
Runners advance to 2nd later in the inning. 2 on, 2 out. Alex Cora lines out to center. Sox had runners on 1st and 2nd, the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, but didn't score. Javier Lopez. Diana Navarro grounds out to 1st. Top of the 13th.
Both bullpens were solid, giving them both teams a chance to win here.
That put the Rays 1 for 35 with runners in scoring position in the series. That changes in the 14th.
Carlos Pena, I mean, that's a sinker from Timlin to hit it the other way over the Fenway Park there, the big green monster. That is huge. This guy's a leader in the clubhouse, and he leads with that bat on the field. Awesome.
Puts the Rays up 4-1, but this seemed a long way from done. 4-1 in the bottom of the 14th. Troy Percival trying for the save, but he walks Dustin Pedroia.
Having some trouble finding the strike zone there, Troy.
Percival said he warmed up a few times and his back started tightening up. Ortiz shows bunt, but quickly takes ball 4. Bases loaded. Joe Maddon's coming out. Percival puts up a fight, but he eventually goes. He said he's going to get treatment today, adding his back is no big deal. He walks away from Madden. What do you suppose that conversation was like?
I know it. Troy Percival's a battler. He's a gamer. He did not want to come out of this game, but you know what? He finally said Joe Maddon knows best. You respect Joe Maddon a ton. They bring in Hamels with a fresh arm, and you hope he can close the door here, and he definitely does. That's just a nasty pitch right there to get that Jason Bay, but what Diana Navarro did to keep that ball in front so that run didn't score was even bigger.
They went 0 for 7, and then he gets Cora to pop out to end the game. Rays win 4-2.
Big win.
You know what? This is amazing. I mean, you know, arguably the craziest game of the year for us, and it's great to come out with a victory here in Fenway Park.
It just shows you what this team is all about, all our resolve, and you know we stick through it till the end. You know, just overall great series coming back from sweep. You know, in Toronto. Keep our heads high. You know, go in there and do our thing. We're proud of ourselves and we're a confident team.
This was an exciting series, but I don't doubt that we'll take tomorrow off, which is probably good because we went through a lot of pitching, and then we have the extra game this weekend. But it'll be the same this weekend. They're always exciting here.
Hamill, well-earned pie in the face. Tough jam. He came in hard of the order, bases loaded. Now Tampa Bay gets their lead in the AL East to 2.5 games over the Red Sox. Both teams, as you heard Terry Francona say, have today off before starting key AL East series on Friday. Tampa Bay is going to New York to face the Yankees. The Red Sox will take on the red-hot Blue Jays, who have won 10 of their last 11. That is Fernando Vina of Baseball Tonight rejoins us here, SportsCenter Live. Let's talk about the Rays. Evan Longoria, Carl Crawford, B.J. Upton, and yet they get 2-3 at Fenway. What effect will this series have going forward?
I think it's huge, Chris. I mean, what they did to be able to go in there after being swept in Toronto is just can really propel them and get them really going the right way. And then the way they did it. I mean, when you can beat a guy like Papelbon late, and then you're able to beat a guy like Josh Beckett when he's starting the game, I mean, you think that's a for sure win in Boston, and they're able to beat them. And these guys just show, they keep battling. Like Carlos Pena told me yesterday, they play pitch to pitch, inning to inning. They don't look ahead too far. And what this game was able to do is to give them confidence that they can win at Fenway Park for later in the season, and obviously get that mental block off their heads that they can win there and be huge here down the road.
The Rays bullpen, I showed you throughout the highlight. Red Sox put guys on first and second, the 9th through the 12th inning, and yet couldn't push that winning run home. Troy Percival said after the game, hey, if I'm the weak link, we're a pretty good pen. How shocking is the turnaround?
It's been huge. I mean, you look at what they are doing there with Joe Maddon and the way they get their pitchers going. They've been tremendous. A 3.52 ERA as a bullpen. J.P. Howell's been lights out. Dan Wheeler, Grant Balfour, Jason Hamels, and obviously the leadership role with Troy Percival, not only with his arm, but what he does inside that clubhouse has just been huge. So the turnaround they've had is the glue to this team, and that's why they've been so solid.
Their ERA last year was above 6 as a bullpen. The Rays and Sox will see each other for a 3-game set, Tropicana Field. That series starts on Monday. Fernando Vina, you stay right there. Yankees and Angels still to come. Robert.
It's a good look for you.
I am awesome. Wait till Wednesday. I may change that.
Josh Beckett 4-1 in his last 6 starts against the Rays. Getting some help from Dustin Pedroia, making the tough throw to get the out, saving a hit. Later in the 3rd, Beckett getting Fernando Perez looking. Bottom 4, Jason Bartlett. Roller to 3rd. Mike Lowell, the bare hand. Now, playing with a partially torn labrum in his right hip, it's not good for Lowell. He will be evaluated later on Wednesday. Top 5, Andy Sonnenstein having a great game as well. Sonnenstein getting Jed Lowry looking. Sonnenstein 13 wins this season, 1 shy of a franchise record. He went 6 innings, 5 Ks, 1 earned run, getting the double play here. Bottom 5 now, 2 on, Eric Hinsky going down, swinging. Next batter, it's Beckett still on the bump. Gabe Gross, thanks for playing. Beckett getting out of the jam.
Bottom 6 now, Rays down 1-0. Jason Bartlett grounding one back to Beckett. Look at that, Dustin Pedroia turning to the double play. Bottom 7 now, Carlos Pena, deep to left. It looks like Jacoby Ellsbury has a chance. No. Solo shot, 29th of the year for Pena, 7th game-tying home run this season. Bottom 9, one on. Pena swings and misses. 1-2 count. As you see, a ball has rolled onto the field. Umpires say time was called before the pitch. Strike taken off the board. Crucial. Terry Francona coming out to argue. Not happy about it. One more look. Left side of your screen. You see near the third baseline a ball coming out onto the field during the pitch. That was costly. 3-1 count on Pena now. And Pena swings and misses. Would have been strike 3 if that one had not been taken off the board. Full count now. Masterson walking Pena. 2 on now. 2 batters later. Cliff Floyd gets hit. Bases loaded. Next batter, still tied at 1. Deanna Navarro, the catcher, delivering for his pitching staff. Deep to center, walk-off single, third career walk-off. Rays win 2-1. They are now 6-0 in one-run games against the Red Sox.
Top plays, he lets that go through his legs.
We stay in the same game. Kevin Youkilis, the grounder, left side. Jason Bartlett, are you kidding me? Backhand to get Youkilis just in time. Yeah. We'll have more from this game later.
Yes, we will. Number 8, Mariners and Rays playing the 18th and final game of their season series. Mike Lowell unable to go, sore right hip, but David Ortiz, he was in the lineup and he was swinging top first with a man on and Big Papi, big crushing. 20th homer of the season, 7th straight season with 20 or more. He added the 0 more later in the game, his 21st. Tim Wakefield, though, 0-2 in his last 3 starts versus Tampa Bay, and in the first, Willie Ibar roughs him up. That's an 0-1 pitch. That's now a 2-run homer, just like that. 10th for Ibar, who had 5 career homers entering the season. 3-2 in favor of the Rays. More trouble in the second inning. That's Gabe Gross. He's your 8th place hitter. 13th of the season. 4-2. Bring on Fernando Perez. He's in the 9 hole. And guess what? That's not a knuckleball. He tried to get a fastball by him, right? No. Perez way back and get out. Back-to-back shots. Wakefield goes 2 in the third. 6 hits, 5 earned. In the third, Rays lead 6-2. How about some more? Gabe Gross taps from the back. Javi Lopez misplays it. Run's going to score on that comedy of errors. Ortiz cannot believe that. 10-3 is your final. The Rays win again. Joe Maddon on win number 90 for his ball club this season. 90. Play. The Pirates won by 7.
Number 3, Red Sox Rays. Fernando Perez, who has a true mohawk, which smooth. Look at this nice dive and grab. Rays win this one 10-3.
By the way, might add a little more space between himself and the Seattle Red Sox. He's coming off the DL. Evan Longoria, 5 for 20, 3 ribs, 6 games. Bottom 1, 2 outs. Longoria, off Glenn Perkins. Do I know the Perkins? 23rd of the season, the Rays trail 3-2. Later in the frame, still 2 outs after a Twins miscue. Deanna Navarro hits it deep. That's out of the, that's out of the ballpark. Good enough. No instant replay needed there. His 7th, it's 4-3 Rays. In the 4th, again, 2 we got. 3's the hard one. Carlos Pena, home run. His 30th, it's 6 for Rays. 30 for Pena. Next guy, Longoria. All right, 2 outs. How about 2 home runs on the night? 7-4 Rays, back-to-back, 2-out Jacks. Love the rhymes. In the 7th, Longoria leading off the inning. Would you believe it? Longoria, now the 3rd youngest, 3rd baseman to hit 3 homers in a game. That's the rule of 3s. By the way, in 3 weeks, he'll be 23. 8-6, second player in franchise history with 3 homers in a game. He gets a curtain call. They love him. 3 for 5, 4 ribs. We go to the 9th. Same numbers, 1 on, no out. Lexi Casilla hits it deep to right off Dan Wheeler. Hey, somebody hit a single in this game. 7th of the season. We're tied up at 8 later in the inning. Adam Everett pinch hitting for Jason Kubel. Squares to bunt, pulls back, a little whack off the left field wall, and look at that. The Twins are a winner, 11-8. Timely hitting, timely win for the Twins.
In the 3rd, 2 outs, 2 on, high pop-up. Catcher Joe Mauer is there, but watch home plate umpire Mike DeMuro. He signals a foul ball. Now take a look at the top part of the stadium. The ball hits the upper part of the catwalk. According to the rules, that's a dead ball. Pena gets another chance. And he makes the Twins pay. Finds the gap in right center. That brings in 2 runs. Stand-up double for Pena. 98 RBIs on the season. Rays up 2-0. Top 4. Bases loaded for Delman Young, former Rays #1 pick.
Young goes for the sac fly to center, but Maurer at third doesn't go. Justin Morneau at second gets caught up, and he's tagged out. Double play. Scott Kazmir out of the jam. 6 shutout innings. In the ninth, Rays up 7-2, 1 out away from the postseason. And look at this, Longoria making the grab. He would not be denied. Rays win 7-2. They're going to the playoffs. Pull out the goggles.
It's unbelievable. I mean, this is what we come to spring training for. You know, we work for this all year, so we're here and we got a lot of work left to do. You know, we come today as a team. We're celebrating as a team. Everyone do it a little bit. I mean, this is unbelievable, man. This is the best baseball experience I've ever had. This is amazing. It's a great feeling. We've been on the losing end of things for a long time. So as this city, they've been waiting for it. We've been waiting for it. You know, Joe told us in the spring it didn't have to be a couple of years from now.
One in the minors, 109 strikeouts in 109 innings, just 32 walks. He's 6'6", he's 225, and there you see the kicker, left-handed. Goodbye, Aubrey Huff. Next batter here in the fourth, Oscar Salazar. Down at the shortstop, Price, pretty good through the first 4 innings. He didn't allow a hit. Into the fifth, 2-0 Rays. Price in some trouble, though. 2 hits and errors, got the bases loaded, nobody out. Some adversity here, and he walks Juan Castro. Luke Scott will score. It's 2-1 Rays, following a sac fly that tied it. Runners at the corners. Price strikes out Nick Markakis. So 2 we got. Next batter, Adam Jones, not Pac-Man, the Adam Jones. Yeah. Adam Jones, baseball player. Inning over. Price fights through it pretty well, escapes the jam, allowing just 2 runs. Into the 6th. Price, more trouble. 2 on, nobody out. Gets Luke Scott. That would do it for Price, though. No decision, 5 1/3, 4 hits, 1 earned. Into the 7th, runners on first and second. Jason Bartlett, ground ball to third base line, and a fan will grab it. Gabe Gross scores on the ground rule double. I'm sure that fellow was escorted out. 3-2 Rays in the ninth. Dan Wheeler on for the save. It's a 4-2 game. Wheeler gets Kevin Millar. Will pop up, shortstop. Rays win 4-2. Wheeler's 12th save of the season. It's their 93rd win. Rays-Orioles. Tampa Bay closing in on the division title. Their magic number 4. But you know what? 93 wins, all of them magic. First to 2 here, James Shields. Lou Montanez, home run deep. Oh, boy. 3-run. Third homer, of the year. Orioles take the 2-zip lead. Later in the inning, same numbers, 2 on, 2 out for Adam Jones. And Shields gets him looking. That was a good pitch. It's strike 3. Bottom 5, we're tied at 2. Aubrey Lewis Huff, you get in this house right now. 4-6-3 double play. Shields, 7 innings pitched, 8 hits, 2 earned. So we're still tied at 2 in the 6th. Jason Bartlett down the left field line, bringing in Deanna Navarro. Ben Zobrist coming home. Ben, get there, Ben. No, didn't need it, though. 5-2 Rays win. Shields ties franchise record, 14th win of the season.
All right, so the Rays' magic number was 3. Yep. It's the AL East heading into their nightcap. Look at that. The Rays have never won a doubleheader. Rays down 5-2. Looks like they're not going to win again until Evan Longoria get out of town. And it's 5-3. Still in the 8th. 5-4. Jamie Walker looking to get out of the jam, and I don't think so. Deanna Navarro up the middle. In a center, Gabe Gross and Jason Bartlett both score. The Rays win. First time in franchise history, they sweep.
Tampa Bay near the bottom, home attendance-wise, but folks wising up and gobbling up tickets for the Rays' first 2 home playoff games. The first such games in franchise history officially sold out before they even went on sale to the general public. Online was the way to get them, and online is now the way to get them, but that $295 behind home plate seat is going to cost you around $1,000. And no, for that kind of money, you do not get to throw out the first pitch, which begs the question, who will? And team president Matt Silverman telling the Washington Post, we don't have anyone to throw out the ball for our first playoff game. MLB asked us who to be, and we realized nobody in the history of the franchise had done anything to be worthy of the honor. That's cold. Wade Boggs, Fred McGriff, and even Dick Vitale are names we were throwing around here. Rays celebrated their newfound popularity by laying an early egg in Baltimore. Bases loaded, nobody out. Luke Scott, center, rolls to the wall, clears the bases. Scott makes the first out of the inning, though, trying to stretch it into triple. It was 5-0. Now 6-2, bases loaded. Jason Bartlett. For Adames Liz. Throws it home, throws it away. 2 score on the single in the air, and we got a 6-4 game and turn into a 5-run inning. Bottom 5, Baltimore 6-5. Runners on the corners. Aubrey Huff, runner at first, steals second. Nick Markakis tries to go home. Akinori Iwamura says no. Orioles would not score. Top 6, Rays 2 on. Iwamura lines it down the right field line. 2 score. Iwamura into third with a 2-run triple, and the Rays rally back and win it 11-6 after being down 5-0.
Tampa Bay Rays, a win or a Red Sox loss from clinching the AL East title. Send out Scott Kazmir. He'll take care of the Tigers, right? Bottom first, Rays up 1-0. First hitter he faces, Ramon Santiago. Solo home run. Santiago's second, ties it up at 1. So we go bottom third. Santiago leading off again. And guess what? Private Santiago is not a substandard Marine. His second of the game. Kazmir, yeah, that's a sign of disgust there. 2-1 Tigers. Bottom 4. Mike Hessman leading off the 4th with a home run. Man, you thought leadoff walks were a killer, right? How about leadoff home runs? And they're not done yet. In the 5th, Dusty Ryan off Kazmir. Would you believe it? 4 leadoff homers in 5 innings for Kazmir. Wow, down 4-1 there. The Tigers went on to win 7-5. A Tigers win does not help the Rays clinch the division.
Tampa Bay Rays, magic number at 1 to clinch the AL East as they continued their series in Detroit. Rays down 2 in the 8th, but they're loaded for Carlos Pena. Big spot. And Pena flies out. The Rays leave them loaded. It was a big night and might still be a big season for Gary Sheffield. Bottom 8 already with 1 home run in the game. Make it 2. His 19th of the season. Sheff hit numbers 498 and 499 Friday. 1 more to 500 for Sheffield. Tigers up 6-3. The Rays get the tying run in scoring position in the 9th. Jason Bartlett flies out, though, and Tampa Bay loses 6-4 at Comerica. Rays just 12-13 in September, but it wouldn't matter if the Yankees could beat Boston.
Bottom of the first, scoreless. Carlos Pena is going to strike out swinging to end the inning. Now, Pena's their top home run and RBI guy. He'd leave the game with slightly blurry vision. He scratched his eye at home. He's expected to be able to go on Friday in Game 2. Evan Longoria, that's the first playoff pitch he's ever seen from Javier Vazquez. Knows what to do with it. Not exactly where Vazquez, in a big game, wanted to put that pitch. Longoria, the youngest American League third baseman at a postseason home run since Gil McDougall back in '51. McDougall was 23, Longoria is 22. Top of the third, still 1-0. 2 on and 2 out for Dwayne Wise, and Wise gone. One of the few mistakes James Shields would make. 3-1 White Sox, looking good. Chicago, bottom of the third. Akinori Iwamura hits one to the wall in center. That's going to get over Ken Griffey Jr.'s head. Jason Bartlett would score. Iwamura in the third with a triple. He would score on a sacrifice fly. So we're tied at 3s in this bottom of the third. Here's Longoria again and again. Get out of town. Longoria, the second player that hit a home run in his first 2 postseason at-bats. Gary Gaetti, his AAA hitting coach, the other. This time it's a breaking ball, and Longoria bends it right over the wall. Wow, Longoria getting it done. It's Longoria in the bottom of the 5th. RBI single. Longoria 3 for 3. 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. That'll be it for Vazquez. His 4th straight start, going less than 5 innings. All of them losses. 4 1/3, 8 hits, 6 earned. Next batter, Carl Crawford. Back in the lineup, first time in 2 months, had the finger injury. That's an RBI single. Crawford would say afterwards, it feels like you're in a dream. Playoff baseball in Tampa. St. Pete, top of the 7th. Bases loaded for Juan Uribe facing Grant Balfour. And Balfour gets Uribe. Balfour trying to protect a 3-run lead. Now watch this. First pitch way outside. Orlando Cabrera kicks some dirt. And they start talking to each other. Cabrera said afterwards he was responding to something Balfour had said. Balfour had said, hey, that's just how I get fired up. So everybody's all fired up. Umpire Joe West did a good job keeping everything calm. The 2-2 pitch, Balfour gets Cabrera and tells him, sit down, or something along those lines. To the 9th we go. You know they have no Troy Percival left off the roster for this round. Back tightness. Dan Wheeler in to close it out, or not. Paul Konerko in that wacky place known as the Trop. That counts as a home run. White Sox down 6-4. A.J. Brzezinski with 2 down, and Wheeler gets Brzezinski to fly out to center to end it. The Rays win 6-4. Nobody's kicking sand on Tampa Bay anymore. get it going in front of a sellout crowd of over 35,000. James Shields, a quality start. Rays were 19-3 in the regular season when he had such starts. But this is the postseason, and the answer to the question everyone asked. The Rays senior VP John Higgins threw out the ceremonial first pitch. He's the franchise's first ever employee. As for Longoria in his first ever playoff game.
So Cabrera leading off for the White Sox. Second pitch of the game. Deanna Navarro set up outside. And Cabrera drilled in the leg. Kazmir hit only 4 batters in the regular season, so doesn't usually have control problems. After Nick Swisher walked, Jermaine died with a base hit. Cabrera held at third, so bases loaded, nobody out. Kazmir in the jam. Paul Konerko popped out. Jim Thome up now. Base hit. Cabrera coming around to score. White Sox jump out in front 1-0. 2-0 now. Bases still loaded. 2 away. Juan Uribe with an opportunity, but Kazmir got him. 37 pitches for him. Chicago sent 8 batters to the plate, but they only got 2 runs. That's all he gave up in 5 1/3. Bottom second, Rays with a runner on first. Rocco Baldelli line drive. Alexi Ramirez tries doubling Ibar off first, but the throw gets away, goes into the Rays dugout. Ibar over to third. Next batter, Navarro. Base hit, Ibar scores. Rays cut it in half. They trailed 2-1. We go to the 5th. Runner on for Akinori Iwamura. Off Mark Burley, sayonara. 2-run shot for Iwamura. Got himself a curtain call at Tropicana Field. Tampa Bay up 3-2. 6th inning now. Runner on second for the White Sox. Highly anticipated rematch, Balfour versus Cabrera. But it turned out to be pretty anticlimactic as Balfour gets him the routine ground out. Balfour got out of the inning. Chicago stranded his 9th base runner of the game, and that was the theme. Top 7, White Sox with 2 more runners on. J.P. Howell gets A.J. Przinsky to ground out. 11 runners left on base for Chicago in 7 innings. We go to the 8th. Howell still doing his thing. Uribe. Howell just made him look bad. Brian Anderson froze him. Nick Swisher, may I help you? No thanks, I'm just looking. Howell 2 innings of 1-hit ball in relief. Bottom 8 now. B.J. Upton. That one's going all the way to the wall. Upton can move. Into third. Leadoff triple. And the Rays try to tack on another one. Next batter is Carl Crawford batting in Pena's spot in the lineup. Base hit. Upton coming in. Rays up 4-2. Burley 7 innings of work, 10 hits, and 5 runs. That was the end of his night. Later in the inning, Rocco Baldelli off Octavio Dotel, who came in relief. Crawford scores. Rays add 1 more, and they go on to win it 6-2. So they're up 2-0 now on the White Sox. They'll try to complete the sweep on Sunday as well. Series shifts to Chicago. It'll be Matt Garza for Tampa Bay against Chicago's John Danks. 35 teams have gone down 2-0 in best-of-5 division series. That was before this season started. Only 5 have come back to win. After Game 2, Howell talked about the pitch that struck out Swisher in the 8th.
Of this series on the south side, White Sox trailing 1-0. They left 12 on base in Game 2. A.J. Przinsky singles to center field. Dwayne Wise scores. We're knotted up at 1. Bottom 4, Chicago now has assumed the lead. 2-1 runners on second and third. Wise goes the other way. It's a good piece of hitting. Paul Konerko, Ken Griffey Jr. had a couple of knocks. Score. Wise, 2-run double. 4-1 Sox. John Danks then. CRA against the Rays this season less than 2. 1.86. That's why. Akinori Iwamura, sorry. Later in the 5th, B.J. Upton. Upton goes down. Top 6 after a leadoff walk. Danks, Carl Crawford, and paints the inside corner for the strikeout. Willie Ibar, what do you got? Well, you don't want to look at it. I'm not sure you can hit that. The cutter swing and a miss. Danks cruising through 6th. Let us go to the 7th. Tampa, runner on, trailing 5-1. B.J. Upton crushes this one. He's not looking there, not swinging and missing. 2-run homer. First homer in 18 games in his career against Chicago. It's 5-3. Carlos Pena then ropes a single to right, and that's going to do it for Danks. 6 2/3, 7 hits, 7 Ks. That's a quality start. Octavio Dotel in against Evan Longoria. Couple of big hits in the first game, and look at that, 95 on the gun. Dotel ramping it up there. Best he's thrown it all season. Danks hugs Dotel. Yeah, we are brothers in arms. Top 8, Matt Thornton on for Chicago. Ira strikes out swinging. Ball gets away. Thornton picks it up, flies the hard tag. Yeah, October, yes, tempers run hot, but in this case, good sportsmanship. You don't want to have anything dumb happen there. Top 9, Bobby Jenks freezes. Carlos Pena with the deuce. White Sox win at 5-3. Game 4 will take place Monday. And look, Cubs insults as well. So good day all around if you're a Sox fan. So now the Rays have their first postseason loss in franchise history, and that's a good experience. You want to see all sides of this thing. Sox win their 4th straight home playoff game. Matt Garza 0-3 in his last half dozen starts, and Danks 2-5 in his last 9 starts, but wins 2 games this week. Playoff game against the Twins to get the Sox in the postseason, and then Sunday's Game 3. Beat the White Sox in Game 4. Carlos Pena invites you into the circle of fire for a test of wills and strength. Top 1 out for B.J. Upton. And he sends Gavin Floyd's fastball over the wall. Solo shot. That is Upton's 2nd career homer against the White Sox. Now he's hitting .394, but only his 2nd career homer. The other one came Sunday, 1-0 Rays. Bottom 1, same score. A.J. Krasinski appears to get good wood on that. That is going deep. Gabe Gross at the fence. Good leap. He's got it. Nothing but a long out. When we look at it again, if he doesn't get that, probably off the top of the wall for 2 and maybe into the bullpen for a run. Rays lead stays 1-0. Upton again in the 3rd off Floyd. This guy hit .253 off fastballs during the season. Turns another one around. 2nd homer of the game. Upton 4th major leaguer here in the postseason with a multi-homer game when Goria's teammate did it as well. Top 4, Carl Crawford. Lines one to left field. That's his first knock of the series. He's 0 for 12 before that. Crawford coming home all the way around to score. It's 3-0 Rays. Floyd take 3rd on the throw. Next batter, Deanna Navarro. Up with the infield drawn in. So you don't need anything fancy, anything far. Just, yeah, a little duck snort through. Off it goes. 4-0 Rays. Ozzie Guillen then with Cole Floyd after the single. He goes 3 innings pitched, 4 earned. We'll pat him behind. We'll get him. Got a lot of time left. Later in the game, Clayton Richards. Jason Bartlett flares one to shallow center. Here comes Jr. Ken Griffey Jr. still playing mean defense on this one. Very impressive grabs. The Sox keep it at 4-0. Still 6 turns at bat to make up that deficit. Paul Konerko, home half the 4th with 2 away off starter Andy Sonnenstein. 7th postseason homer for him. That's tops in Sox history. Makes it 4-1 in the 6th. Jermaine Dye gets another one back. Makes it 5-2. His first homer in the postseason. We go to the 7th. Runners on 1st and 2nd. 1 out. Matt Thornton now in the bump. 0-2 to Carlos Pena. That is called a ball. Ozzie Guillen does not agree. Thought it was strike 3, out number 2. Bad words and bubblegum expelled from Ozzie's mouth at this point. Later in the bat, then Pena lines a single to right. Jason Bartlett will come in to score. 6-2 Rays, and now it is getting late. In fact, let's take it to the 9th. Grand ball 4 on the hill for the Rays. Ken Griffey Jr. at the dish to close it out, and the Rays win it 6-2, take the series in 4 games. Out they come to celebrate. Of course, fine champagne for everyone. My tempestuous dolt. The Rays 97 regular season wins, 3 more in the ALCS. That's an even 100. 1st and 2nd, the AL East meet to represent the AL in the World Series. Now, Upton, no homers, as I said, against the White Sox in his first 17 games, both regular season, postseason. Now he's got 3 in 2 days. Top 3 hitters in the Rays lineup go 7 for 13 with 4 ribeyes. Sox top 3, 1 for 10. And the bullpen awfully salty for Tampa Bay. 1 run in 11 2/3 innings during the series.
Matsuzaka got the ball for Game 1 in front of a noisy sellout crowd at Tropicana Field, eager to see the Majors' best home team do it again. Matsuzaka, 164 for opposing hitters against him with runners in scoring position. Bottom 1st, bases loaded, facing Cliff Floyd. Floyd grounds out. Matsuzaka still hasn't allowed a base hit with the bases loaded this season. He also led the Majors in walks and got him into trouble. Bottom 6, 1-0 Boston. Matsuzaka back to work, still hadn't allowed a hit. Carlos Pena into the shift. Dustin Pedroia in time. Matsuzaka no-hitter through 6. 9-0 on the road this season. He had another gem going on Friday night. Top 7, Red Sox runners at 1st and 2nd. Nobody out. Mark Kotsay to Akinori Iwamura. What a catch. And there's 1 away. Next batter is Jed Lowry. And James Shields takes care of him. 2 away. Shields struck out 6 in the ballgame. Next batter is Jason Varitek. And Shields gets Varitek to pop out. Shields 7 1/3, 6 hits, and the score remains 1-0. Quality start for Shields by any stretch. Bottom 7, Matsuzaka, even better. Carl Crawford with a base hit. First hit allowed by Matsuzaka, so the Rays get the leadoff man on. But That's the way Matsuzaka goes. He gets into a jam, works his way out of it. Cliff Floyd had a base hit, put runners on first and third for Deanna Navarro with nobody out. Jason Bay will handle that one. Not deep enough to get Crawford home from third. So there's one away and no damage done yet. Next batter is Gabe Gross. Full count to him, and Matsuzaka got him. He struck out 9 in the ballgame, 2 away now. Next batter is Jason Bartlett. Lowry will handle that one. Matsuzaka out of another jam. He pitched 7 innings, gave up just 4 hits. We go to the 8th. Boston with runners at first and second, 1 out for Kevin Youkilis, facing J.P. Howell. Well hit, but Crawford's got a chance, but he can't get it. Dustin Pedroia comes in to score. Youkilis in with a double. He's hitting .531 in the ALCS for his career. Take another look at it. Crawford that close to making the grab, but the Red Sox give a little insurance. They went up 2-0. Joe Madden brings in Grant Balfour to face J.D. Drew, and he hit him. Remember, lots of bad blood between these two during the regular season, but just some words exchanged between Balfour and the Red Sox dugout. Drew able to stay in the game. After Balfour struck out Jason Bay, he gets Kotsay to fly out. Balfour out of a bases-loaded jam. Score remains 2-0. Bottom 8, Hideki Okajima in the game. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. A chance for the Rays. But Carlos Pena swung at a 3-0 pitch. Didn't get enough of it. J.D. Drew makes the catch, 1 away. Here comes Justin Masterson now to face Evan Longoria. Longoria 0 for 7 against Masterson this season. And since that 2-home-run game versus the White Sox, he's 2 for 14. Double play there. Rays strand 2 more. Score stays 2-0. Jonathan Papelbon, bottom 9, gets Deanna Navarro, and that'll do it as the Red Sox win it 2-0. Tampa Bay shut out at home for just the second time this season in the lowest scoring game in ALCS history. Hard to overstate how big this was for Boston. The Rays have lost home field. They have to try to get even against Josh Beckett before going to Boston to face Leicester. The Rays have no one to blame but themselves. Key stat of the game, the Rays went 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. They'll try again Saturday in Game 2 behind Scott Kazmir on TBS.
On the bump, 5-0 in his last 6 postseason starts. Bottom of the first, now Evan Longoria, 1 for 16, 8 strikeouts since Game 1 of the ALDS, but he loves facing Beckett. 4 for 12 in his career during the regular season. Longoria reaching out and driving one, 368 feet, ending an 0 for 13 drought. Just like that, his 3rd postseason home run, tying the game up at 2. In the 3rd now, still tied at 2, Dustin Pedroia facing Scott Kazmir. The liner out in a hurry. Kazmir's first game since October 3rd, and the Red Sox now up 3-2 after the solo shot. Bottom of the 3rd, B.J. Upton. He's been red hot. 4th home run in his last 4 games. This one going 424 feet, and we're tied at 3. Bottom of the 4th inning, Rays now up 4-3. Jason Varitek calling for a fastball. You can see Beckett having issues with his control, and he misses his spot, and Cliff Lloyd taking advantage. 2nd career postseason home run, first in a Rays uniform, 410 feet, and the Rays bench loving the solo shot, 5-3 Tampa Bay. We go to the 5th now. Pedroia, big inning for the Red Sox offense. Taking Kazmir deep again. 371 feet, another solo shot. It's now 5-4 Rays. 2 batters later, Kevin Youkilis. He had a big night. 3 hits, including this one. 382 feet. His first postseason home run this season. We're now tied at 5. Joe Madden seen enough. Kazmir 4 1/3. 5 earned runs, 3 home runs gone. Jason Bay now coming up, and Grant Balfour, first batter he sees, and Bay gets out of town. All 3 of his playoff home runs on the road. 7 combined home runs so far in this one, tying a postseason record. And then Beckett facing Longoria in the bottom of the 5th inning, tied at 6, and Carlos Pena scoring from first. Rays now up 7-6. Beckett done for the night, 4 1/3, 8 earned runs, 3 home runs. We go to the 8th. Sox down 8-7. Dan Wheeler, 1,020 pitches, 1 wild pitch. Here's his 2nd one. Dustin Pedroia coming in from 3rd. Deanna Navarro, bad throw. We're tied at 8. We go to extras in the 10th. Bottom of the 10th, still tied at 8. Carl Crawford lining one off Papelbon, bouncing right to Pedroia, who gets the out. One more look, and Luckily for Papelbon, it just caught the glove and a little bit of his arm. He says he's all right. He wants to stay in the game. In the 11th, David Price now in. Former #1 pick overall, getting Mark Kotze with 2 runners on. 2 outs. Now next batter, Coco Crisp. Fielder's choice. Rays get out of the jam. Bottom of the 11 now. Bases loaded. Mike Timlin facing Upton. Remember, Upton went deep early in this game. Fly ball to shallow right. J.D. Drew making the grab. Fernando Lopez at third, tagging up, play at the plate. Throw not in time, and the Rays win this one 9-8 and 11, 12th walk-off win this season for the Rays. So they even up the series, and it shifts to Boston Game 3 Monday at Fenway, 4:30 Eastern on TBS and ESPN Radio. How about David Price getting the win in just 2/3 of action, Timlin getting the loss. Afterwards, Upton talking about his night.
About Matt Garza for Tampa Bay, strong. Bottom second with the Red Sox threatening against Jason Varitek, who was not pleased with the call there. Runner on second, third, 1 out. Now we got 2 out, and Alex Cora pops out to B.J. Upton. In the inning, Red Sox cannot capitalize. Base runners in scoring position. Garza out of the jam. On the other side, John Lester on the bump, throwing the pill over the dish for Boston. He's allowed 2 earned runs in 20 innings pitching against the Rays. In 2008, he's been dynamite at Fenway, and here B.J. Upton with 2 on, just crushes one over the monster. 3-run homer for him. He becomes the youngest player to reach 5 homers in the postseason. He's 24 years, 53 days. He's exactly half Levy's age. Later in the inning, Lester facing Evan Longoria. Solo home run for him. His 4. That wasn't true, right?
No, not true.
Lester, 4 earned in 5 2/3. The Rays up 5-0. As for Garza, then, with that kind of lead, he just started attacking the hitters in the heart of Boston's batting order. David Ortiz, big poppy, small, low fly ball. Same inning, Kevin Youkilis, and the Euchre swinging like Bob Euchre, which isn't always that great. Euchre, 200 hitter. J.D. Drew, cheesed. In the 5th, Ortiz, harmless. Bottom 6 now facing Drew one more time. He goes down. Garza, 4 Ks. Red Sox 3, 4, 5 hitters, 0 for 9 with those 4 strikeouts. Top 7, Garza. He's out of the game, just hanging loose with Silent George. Rays turn to reliever J.P. Howell. Sox with a runner on first. He got 1 out. Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia grounds to Longoria at third. Great turn at second. So a 5-4-3 double play, and, well, nothing hurt. Top 8, 5-1 Tampa. Rocco Baldelli up with 2 on, and everybody gets to walk home. This one's going deep into the Boston night. Paul Bird, his first career postseason homer, his first at Fenway since September '06, and the Fenway Park faithful headed for the exit. Sir, the bar, the greatest bar ever. Carlos Pena thinks he'll have another. Paul Bird gives up that solo home run, 4 long balls, 1 off the most ever allowed by Boston in a playoff game. So Tampa wins it 9-1, and the series is now 2-1 in favor of the Rays. Another offensive beatdown, and they take the 2-1 lead, as I said. First time in Red Sox history they've allowed 8 or more runs in consecutive games, and they've actually given up 9. Every Rays starter hit. Only Kyle Crawford failed to score. Meanwhile, Ellsbury, Ortiz, Varitek, hitless in the game, hitless in the series. Lester, 11-1 at Fenway during the regular season, rocked, as I told you, for the 5 runs, 4 earned in the loss. The winners, they get to talk first.
Fenway, Game 4 ALCS. Rays lead the series 2-1. Thanks to scoring 9 runs in consecutive games. Tim Wakefield struggled against Tampa Bay in the regular season, and it carried right over into the postseason. The 42-year-old, the oldest to start an ALCS game, gives up a Carlos Pena jack in the top of the first, and Rays Nation going wild in Boston. Next batter is Evan Longoria. Get out of town, a monster shot. Longoria's 5th home run of the playoffs. He passes Miguel Cabrera for the most ever by a rookie. Now watch this again. The knuckler that barely knuckles just hangs up high in the zone, and Longoria knows what to do with that. Rays score 3 in the first, lead 3-0. In contrast to Wake, there's Andy Sonnenstein. Great against Boston all season, great in this game as well. No Jacoby Ellsbury, it's Coco Crisp grounding into the 4-6-3 double play. Sonnenstein out of a jam in the second. Top of the third, Wakefield facing Carl Crawford. 2 outs on an 0-2 pitch here. Crawford, weak grounded towards first. Wakefield dives to field the ball, the flip, not in time. Crawford saved it first, allows the inning to continue. And as you might expect, Willie Ibar, a two-run shot up into the monster seats and over. Ibar's second career home run against Wakefield. Watch it again, over the monster, out of the park. And if you look closely, Anderson, yes, there's my apartment right over there.
Really?
Not really, no. The Rays at a 5-0 lead. Deanna Navarro, a liner. This one does not get out. This goes off the wall, and Terry Francona knows he can't wait any longer. Francona yanks Wakefield 2 2/3, 6 hits, 5 earned, 2 walks, throws his 44 pitches for Wake. First time since the '92 NLCS. He allowed multi-homers in a postseason start. Sonnenstein is still in there. Kevin Youkilis, hard liner to left center, and B.J. Upton, he can cover some ground out there. Youkilis frustrated, got a good pitch to hit. Bottom of the fifth, it's 6-1. Marcotte, a drive to left center. And I mentioned Upton can cover some ground. Sonnenstein, 7 1/3 strong. Next batter's Coco Crisp. Softy to Jason Bartlett coming in and makes the play. Red Sox offense can't get anything going. To the top of the sixth now. It's 7-1. Rays with the bases loaded. Manny Del Carmen is in, facing Longoria. And here's a full count pitch to Longoria. And this would not be a grand slam. This would be a bases loaded walk. Akinori Iwamura comes in to score. Francona comes out to get Del Carmen. The next batter is Carl Crawford. He joined Derek Jeter and Marquise Grissom as the only players to ever go 5 for 5 in a postseason game. It was 9-1. Bases still loaded. Willie Ibar grounded it to the left side. Ibar 4 for 5, 5 RBIs. All Francona can do is watch. As for the author, Stephen King, he's got to be thinking anything is better than this game, even that SportCenter promo with Anderson. It's all Rays all the time, 13-4. And just like that, the Tampa Bay Rays are a win away from a World Series berth, while at the same time eliminating the defending champs. Boston has battled back from the same spot before, just last year, but that can hardly be comforting at this time. Off day in the series on Wednesday. Thursday night, right back at Fenway on TBS and ESPN Radio. Daisuke Matsuzaka and James Shields, the probables. The Rays, they're probably going to the World Series. At Fenway made that Game 6 very necessary. Red Sox have won 7 straight League Championship Series games when facing elimination. And the Rays have hit 10 home runs over the last 3 ALCS games. Off Daisuke Matsuzaka with a man on, and just like that, B.J. Upton goes big fly, and it's 2-0 Rays. Upton 6th. He's 1 shy of Troy Glass's American League record for home runs in a postseason. All right, still 2-0. And here's Carlos Pena getting into the act. A 2-run shot of his own. It's 4-0 Rays. Now keep in mind, Tampa Bay had not blown a lead bigger than 3 runs all season. So they've got a 4-run lead. Now this game is over. Turn out the lights, the party's over, right? Next batter, here's insurance from Evan Longoria. His 6th home run of the postseason. Also 1 shy now of that Gloss record. It's 5-0 Rays. Did I mention Tampa Bay had not blown a lead bigger than 3 runs all season? I mean, it's 5-0 Tampa Bay. Longoria homering in 4 straight LCS games, tying Carlos Beltran's record. Now, Joe Madden, the manager for Tampa Bay, he's pushed all the right buttons all season long. Goes with Scott Kazmir over James Shields. Kazmir gets David Ortiz to ground out in the bottom of the 3rd. Big Papi 1 for 16 in the series at that point. And Kazmir gets Jason Bay swinging. To the 4th, Kazmir gets Jason Varitek. The captain and catcher 0 for 12 in the series at that point. No control problems at all in this game for Kazmir. Gets Kotze. Go to the bottom of the 6th, really more of the same. It's Kevin Youkilis, and then it's Bay again. Kazmir, 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 3 walks, struck out 7. Red Sox go to Jonathan Papelbon in the 7th. Last time he pitched in a game that early, 3 years ago, ALDS against the White Sox in the 6th inning. And it's that B.J. Upton guy again. He's unbelievable. What a series. Doubles to left off the wall. 2 more score. It's 7-0 Rays. And Red Sox fans at this point, well, they've seen enough. They're headed for the baseball tavern, likely. Bottom of the 7th. 1st and 3rd for Dustin Pedroia with 2 out facing Grant Balfour. The Rays 7 outs from the World Series. And here comes Boston on a 2-strike pitch. Pedroia singles. Jed Lowry scores. not really a comeback. I mean, it's only 7-1 at this point. Still 2 out in the bottom of the 7th. And now it gets serious. Big Papi, get out of town. 12th career playoff home run. His first since Game 4 of last year's ALCS. Red Sox down just 7-4. To the 8th we go. J.D. Drew facing Dan Wheeler. Man on first and nobody out. And Drew connects. Into right, up and out. Red Sox now down 7-6. And Rays Nation concerned at Fenway. Remember, this was 7-0. It's 7-6. Here's Mark Kotsay off Wheeler with nobody on and 2 down. And Upton, who's caught everything in center, can't catch up to that one. A double for Kotsay. Watch it again. Upton, I mean, it's amazing he even got that close to it. Just ticks off his glove. And the Red Sox, now the fans willing a base hit out of Coco Crisp. On a 3-2 count, Crisp would just foul off pitch after pitch after pitch. This was an all-time showdown. Pitcher against hitter, Wheeler against Crisp. Continues to foul off quality pitches before ripping one into right. Here comes Kotsay coming around to score. Now Crisp, he got a little overexcited, a little carried away. He's thrown out, but still fired up. The Red Sox have come all the way back from down 7-0 to 7-all. To the 9th. Carlos Pena facing Justin Masterson with 2 on and 1 out. And Pena hits him the 4-6-3 double play. Masterson out of the jam. To the bottom of the 9th now. J.P. Howell is pitching for Tampa Bay. Has Ortiz found his swing, or he's getting his bunt on with the big shift? He could have had a stand-up double on a bunt. But he just fouls it off later in the at-bat. All right. Hal strikes out for Ortiz. Next batter is Kevin Youkilis. Youkilis grounds there. Nice pick by Evan Longoria, but he short opts the throw, and Pena can't make the pick on the other end. Into the stands, Youkilis on second. Joe Madden, again, pushed all the right buttons all season long. Great skipper, manager of the year, decides to intentionally walk Jason Bay, brings up the lefty-lefty showdown, and Drew doesn't care. Lines it to right over Gabe Gross. 5 years to the minute of Aaron Boone's walk-off that beat the Sox in Game 7. Drew comes through, and the Red Sox win in thrilling fashion. How about 8-7? Sox used the biggest postseason comeback in 79 years to stay alive, winning this game. The Rays had won the previous 2 games at Fenway by a combined 22-5 score. They were up 7-0 as Boston came to hit in the bottom of the 7th, and hit they did. Now, day off in the series on Friday, so a full day for Tampa Bay to think about it, a full day for the Red Sox to enjoy it, before turning their attention to Game 6 at the Trop, Saturday night, 8 Eastern, TBS and ESPN Radio.
Game 6 at the Trop. They open up the tarp, bringing in 6,000 more fans. Josh Beckett on the bump, 2-0 in elimination games. In the first, it's B.J. Upton, solo shot, his 4th home run of the ALCS. One more look. The ball hits the C-ring catwalk. About 125 feet up. That's an automatic home run. Upton 7 home runs this postseason, 1 shy of a playoff record. Rays get on the board first, up 1-0. James Shields on the bump for the Rays, 2-0 in 2 home starts against the Sox this season. Well, the Red Sox strike back. Top of the 2nd, Kevin Youkilis, 0 for 17 before the LCS against Shields. This was his 3rd hit and 4 at-bats this playoffs against Shields. We're tied at 1. In the 3rd, David Ortiz. Down the right field line, Dustin Pedroia from first, going all the way to 3rd. So we got ducks on the corners. Next batter, Youkilis at the dish. The RBI ground out, Jason Bartlett. Pedroia scores. Red Sox now on top 2-1. We go to the 5th, Rays. Man on first, Deanna Navarro running. Jason Bartlett didn't get his bat on the ball in a hit and run, and Navarro gunned down. Later in the at-bat, Bartlett off Beckett. Get up and get out. First career playoff home run. Rays set a new baseball record with 15 home runs in a postseason series. We're tied at 2. Go to the 6th, Jason Varitek. Are you kidding me? First hit of the series, first home run in 61 at-bats. His last home run, well, it came against the Rays on September 15th. And the Red Sox up 3-2. Shields gone. They bring in the lefty, J.P. Howell. Howell's first batter, 2 outs, runner on first, Pedroia. Ground ball to short, Bartlett. Money usually, not on this play. Red Sox still alive in the inning. We got runners on the corners, and it's Ortiz. Off Howell. That will bring Coco Crisp, and the Sox up now 4-2. We go to the 8th. Justin Masterson now on the bump. Runner on first, Masterson getting Iwamura, 1 down. Then B.J. Upton, pop up. Crucial inning here. We got 2 outs now. Carlos Pena going right through the lineup as Masterson, pop up again. Inning over, Sox now up 4-2. And you know that means Jonathan Papelbon's coming in. Season high 38 pitches on Thursday. Papelbon facing Evan Longoria to start the 9th inning. Ground out to short. We got 1 down. Everybody tight at the drop. Then it's Carl Crawford swinging. 2 down. Willie Ibar now. Final hope for the Rays. End of the game. Youkilis is there. The Sox win this one 4-2. They tie the series 3 apiece. 7th playoff save for Papelbon in his career. Game 7, Sunday night, Leicester versus Garza. Red Sox improved to 8-0 all-time in Game 6 games when they're trailing a series 3-2. Terry Francona now 9-1 when facing elimination, the best record in that situation in baseball history. And Josh Beckett now 3-0 in 4 appearances in which his team faces elimination.
He's in the middle of everything, and there it is. Matt Garza gets the start for the Rays. He got the winning Game 3. Pitched well there. John Lester did not. He's looking for retribution. First inning, Dustin Pedroia, changeup, gone. Wouldn't see really any more changeups, Matt Garza, after that, and the Red Sox had the early lead. Lester was fantastic, 9 for 9 as we go to the 4th. Evan Longoria just punches it the other way. He said Lester had late life on his ball that he didn't have in the previous start in the series. Here comes Carlos Pena. A perfect throw gets him, but the throw from Dustin Pedroia is not perfect, and the Rays tie the game at 1. To the 5th. First and second, no outs. Do we bunt? No. Rocco Baldelli, the New England native, singles to left. Willie Ibar scores, and the Rays take a 2-1 lead. Dick Vitale, season ticket holder, loves it. 2-1 after 5, we go to the 6th. Garza facing David Ortiz. Ortiz, 3-2 pitch. Pedroia is going to run. Ortiz strikes out. Pedroia thrown out. And the inning is over. To the 7th. Rays still up 2-1. First and second, 1 out. Madden comes out. He stays with Garza. Breaks Mark Kotze's bat. And then Kotze finishes the job. Next batter, Jason Varitek. Homer the night before, but not here. 9th strikeout on his 116th pitch. Bottom 7. Willie Ibar. 16th home run for the Rays. No team in postseason history has ever hit that many home runs in a postseason series. 8th inning. Garza done. After a Jason Bartlett era, Red Sox threatening again. First and second. J.P. Howell in. Weak grounded to second. And if Coco Crisp had slid directly into the bag, he would have beaten this, and the Red Sox would have had the bases loaded. However, he goes for the takeout on a play that the Rays had no chance to get to, and the Rays get a big out. Chad Bradford walks Kevin Youkilis. Here comes David Price to face J.D. Drew. Did he go? Yes, he did. Ortiz, Youkilis, Drew, 0 for 9 in the series. As you can see, it's accurately called, and the Rays still lead 3-1. To the 9th, Price is back out. Jason Bay. The man in the Manny Ramirez deal ends up being a good find. He works a clutch walk, and that gets the tying run to the plate. Next batter, it's Kotze. That pitch appeared to be off the plate. However, Price gets the call, and there's 1 out. Jason Varitek, the captain, 0 for 4, not a threat here. And the Rays bench know that they're 1 out, away. Jed Lowry pinch hitting, and 3 hours and 31 minutes after it started, the Rays are going to the World Series. Do you believe in miracles? Yes. They get the job done. The Red Sox do not come back from another 3-1 or even 3-0 deficit to get to the World Series, and Garza is the second youngest player to win the ALCS MVP and the youngest pitcher to win it. If you have power arms and you can strike people out and you can hit home runs, you can get to the World Series, and that's what this is about for the Rays. Garza, he strikes out 9, and of course the home run by Ibar, 16 in all, and the Rays and their skipper are going to the World Series.
Coming into it, the organization lacked any kind of tradition. There was no winning, obviously. It was only the first 10 years in existence. I thought it is just the beginning, and we're trying to establish the future for the entire organization. To get it done this quickly is kind of amazing.
I really can't explain it. I mean, a lot of people can't explain it. I'm sure nobody picked us to go to the World Series, and you know what, here we are, just doing it one pitch at a time like we've been the whole time. And for me to be in this situation, I mean, I really can't believe it.
We've been like this all year. We even, we told ourselves that, people have been down on us from day one. People were happy when we got our 71st win. People were excited when we got our 81st win, saying, you guys secured the 500 mark. We still kept going. People kept saying, you guys are going to falter in August, September. You guys are going to falter in September. You guys are going to falter when you face Chicago. You guys, you guys don't match up well against Boston in Boston. We proved ours wrong this entire time. We just told each other, keep believing, keep fighting, keep playing the way we played all year.